If you live here, fun is your thing. If you live here, tough is your thing. Smart is your thing. Caring is your thing. If you live in Massachusetts, community is your thing. Since 1972, the Massachusetts State Lottery has provided over $25 billion to help cities and towns with the things they need most. If you live here, giving is your thing.
My family earns respect.
My family clears bases.
My family breaks records.
My family wins MVPs.
My family gives everything.
My family makes history. My family wins championships.
There's no family. There's no family.
There's no family.
There's no family like my family.
Join the fam.
Join the fam.
Join the fam.
When Alaska Airlines needed a partner for the complex operations of travel, they made the switch to T-Mobile. Our 5G has Alaska Airlines and their customers covered, from major hubs to remote destinations, with 5G coverage ready now for the demands of today and the future. T-Mobile's network powers Alaska Airlines as they deliver next-level care for all customers. 5G ready now. That's how unconventional thinking is better for business.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar, with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news, some were skeptical. So we're not gonna have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Live from Judy Walden Scarfile Field at McKeon Park, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. The first place Hyannis Harbor Hawks are back in town with a holly jolly Friday night tilt on hand against the Brewster Whitecaps, last year's defending champs here on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network. Welcome inside the Tim Elstrom broadcast booth. I'm Zach Berman alongside Drake Toll. And last night, the Harbor Hawks won their third straight, a 5-4 nail-biter in Falmouth. And Drake, after the game last night, you caught up with possibly the biggest personality in this Harbor Hawk organization this summer.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a shame to see Phil Matulia go, but it's certainly not because of his lack of performance. The guy was great, the life of the team as well. I know he'll be very successful at Ruston. Just at some point, everybody's got to go do something. He needed to move out of his house down in Louisiana. But Zach, first and foremost, let's answer the question that everybody's wondering right now. What are you wearing?
I'm Buddy the Elf, come on. And if you're thinking, well, why would you be wearing that? Well,
I am thinking that.
I found it in the closet of this cavernous press box.
Have you told the folks at home what today's special occasion is?
It is Christmas in July. We had Santa Claus, who's going to be coming out and, I believe, throwing out the first pitch.
Yeah, maybe.
In the not-too-distant future. And
you know who's got a beard comparable to Santa Claus's?
Phil Matulia. And we're going to send that to last night's postgame in Falmouth, Drake and Phil.
Drake Dill here alongside Phil Matulia. Phil, to keep it broad, man, just what has the summer as a Harbor Hawk meant to you?
Summer's meant a lot, you know, from the relationships I've made with the guys and the coaching staff and just all the people I've been able to meet along the way, out in the community, other teams. It's just meant a whole bunch to be up here and be able to play against this talent, and I'm definitely going to miss it, and it was a great opportunity for me.
Phil, teams across college baseball get a whole 9 months together. You guys have had a month and a half, but have still become somehow such a tight-knit family. Does this feel like a different atmosphere than really any of these summer league or short-term teams you've been around?
No doubt. No, yeah. I think we bonded quickly as a team, and you can kind of see that in our games. And we're really tight-knit group. We're family. I mean, and it really hurts to be leaving, but you know, I know they're going to go on and do great things and hopefully take home a championship.
Phil, I was eavesdropping before the game and heard that you're moving. What's next for you in the next couple weeks?
Yeah, no, so I got to move out of my house in Ruston, and I got to go see some family. My grandparents are coming in to visit, going to do that, and just kind of rest up and get ready for fall ball.
And then is it you just kind of put the Hawk thing down from now on, or are you going to listen to the guys from home?
Oh, no doubt. I'll be following along every game and listening to my man right here do his thing. And I'll be following along and just seeing what the boys can take home in the end.
Well, Phil, thanks for a great season, and thanks for being a Harbor Hawk.
Thank you very much.
Drake Toll alongside Phil Matulia. We'll see ya.
Thank you, Drake, and of course, thank you, Phil, for what a fun player to cover.
Absolutely, the lifeblood of this team. Really, I know there's 4 or 5 guys who probably make that case. There's 4 aortas, right? Is that the case?
Yes.
4 aortas. So you got plenty of those in the Hyannis Harbor Hawk dugout if it's a human.
But Harbor Hawks, they've won 3 straight, 5 of their last 6, and it's the last night before the All-Star break. And for more on that, I talked to Coach Eric Beatty in the Dugout Show. It's a very Merry Christmas in July as the Harbor Hawks, their last game before All-Star Weekend, they're set to take on last year's defending champion, the Brewster Whitecaps. I'm here with Coach Eric Beatty. Coach, Harbor Hawks winners in the last 3 straight, 5 of their last 6. How important is it to take all this positive momentum into the All-Star Weekend?
I think it's really important. We got some good Christmas music going on, just in case anybody needed some rejuvenation. So yeah, definitely want to go into any 2-day break with a good game under your belt and a good series of games.
The offense has been humming as of late, and we'll get an extra boost tonight as Nolan Shonowell enters back into the lineup for an offense that has already been strong as of late. How important is it to get him back in the fray?
Super important. He's been chomping at the bit to get back in here. He's gotten a little mouthy on the bench in here. He's getting a little bored in there, so happy to get him back out on the field playing the game he wants to play. Last
but not least, your last night before the All-Star break, you're throwing Jake Berry on the bump. What do you expect out of the big arm, 6'10" out of UVA?
Jake's a great pitcher. His last 3 outings, he's had 3 pitches. He's thrown for strikes. He's done a good job of working ahead and keeping guys off balance. So if he does that again tonight, we should play some good defense and have a good game.
Well, Santa Claus, as you can hear, will be here shortly, we believe, and we're going to send things ready. First pitch incoming between the Hawks and Whitecaps. Thank you, Coach, here on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network. Thank you, Coach. And while the Harbor Hawks have their sights set on a potential championship run, the ghosts of champions past have paid a visit tonight in the Brewster Whitecaps. They've gotten coal of their stockings. They're 3-6-1 in their last 10. And one of their biggest culprits for their skid has been their offense, or lack thereof. And some might say they're missing a certain Mike Sirota, who spent his first 11 games this season with the Whitecaps. He's now a Hyannis Harbor Hawk. He's been a pivotal part of this run, and he is now live with Bria Losick.
From McKeon Park, I'm Bria Losick alongside Mike Sirota from Northeastern. Mike, last time Hyannis played Brewster, you were actually on the opposing team. Now you're playing for the Harbor Hawks. You're batting .406 with 5 multi-hit games, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. You're going off offensively. What's it like playing your former team today?
I'm just going to try and keep doing my thing and not try to do too much, and hopefully it all works out in our favor.
You've got a lot of support from your teammates behind you. What's it been like playing with everyone at Hyannis so far?
It's a blast. I think all of our personalities mesh well, and I think it's great to get the pitchers involved too with the curtain calling and stuff like that. So I think it's just been great.
All right, thank you so much, Mike. I'm Bria Losick, Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
Say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
thank you to none other than friend of the broadcast booth, Austin Strickland.
Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. They needed a national anthem singer today. Austin Strickland said, not only can I strike guys out, I can completely dominate the national anthem prior to the game. And Strick, on short notice, calls Skip and says, let's do it.
Strick crushing the national anthem, and now
the Harbor Hawk campers, come on and take the field.
looks like we're going to have the Harbor Hawk campers take the field with the team.
Now, Zach, I just got a text from my mom that says, wow, was he really singing that? Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah,
from
he
Strickland.
was.
I mean, that guy is, jeez, what a hidden secret. The guy can sing the way that he can, and you got all the kids, the campers down on the field that are going to, say, play ball here as well. And, you know, we had a beautiful day for baseball with Santa Claus out there, and not sure the last time I saw Santa Claus when I was 95 outside.
No, absolutely. Well, Christmas in July, and it is a Friday night. The Harbor Hawks, for the first time this season, wearing the red jerseys, and, you know, they look pretty good in the red. And Jacob Berry, the man on the mound for Hyannis, will get into his stats in a minute. But first, the starting lineups for the visiting Brewster Whitecaps. Leading off at third base, Carson DiMartini. Batting second, Kevin Keister at second base. Batting third, Ryan Lasco at center. Batting cleanup, Cam Fisher in left field. Batting fifth, David Mendham at first. Batting sixth, Logan Bravo as a designated hitter. Batting seventh, Grayson Tatro in right. Batting eighth, Chase Atkinson at catcher. And batting ninth, Davis Diaz at short. And your defensive alignments for the Hawks, Tito Flores in left, Mike Sirota in center, Christian Moore in right. Your infield, Mitch Jebb at third base, Don Patelli at short, Riku Nishida at second, Nolan Shonowell at first, Pancho Ruiz behind the plate, Cole McConnell in the DH spot tonight. And on the bump for the Harbor Hawks is 6'10", Jacob Berry. And Jacob Berry has been one of those pitchers for the Hawks this season where if I had told you that his ERA through 15 innings was 1.76, you'd be, whoa, really?
Yeah.
Just goes to show how deep the Harbor Hawks pitching staff has been, but Jake Berry has been phenomenal.
Jake Berry has been one of those guys for Hyannis. He's come in, he's got a quieter demeanor but a large presence, and that's how he is on the mound. You're not going to see this guy get up in your face screaming and hollering or reacting to any of these pitches. He instead goes out there, gets his job done the way that he knows how to do, goes back to the dugout and just gives you consistent strikes and consistency from the bump. What you'll see from him, a fastball that's going to run in the low 90s. He can pump it in there across from guys that big, large frame where it's coming at you downward so far that it's tough to catch up to.
Harbor Hawks in those red jerseys tonight for Red Shirt Friday. The Whitecaps in their blue tops.
Check this out too, Austin. We got a video right here.
Look at me, Austin?
Or Zach, look at this video right here. We got a video. There's the first pitch.
Yeah.
Mr. Marciano there from Kilwins just threw out the first pitch. How about Santa Claus, too?
Santa Claus.
Sneak this in there. Santa Claus was also at the ballpark. Check this out. See this guy's pitch right here? He's going to skip it about 43 feet.
That's a strike in Falmouth yesterday.
Ow, Santa Claus. That's a strike some games we play. Mickey Garcia behind the plate today, though.
Mickey Garcia behind the plate, the head of this crew. And, well, let's do it here in Hyannis. The last game before the All-Star break. No games tomorrow, no games Sunday.
Yeah.
And 3 out of the 4 this is the third
Oh,
meeting.
there is a game tomorrow. Come on, Zach.
Yes, there is a game tomorrow.
Half the players in that game
hey,
are
I'll be there.
Hawks. I'll
7
be
of
there
them
as well. We'll be on the field together, won't we?
Hey, how about our sideline reporter? We'll get to her momentarily. Bria Losick is going to be reporting for Nesson tomorrow night at the All-Star game.
Oh, isn't that great?
So congratulations to Bria. And, well, let's get going here as Carson DiMartini, the Virginia Tech Hokie, digs in. And
ever told you about the time I saw Carson DiMartini play in a college baseball game?
No, you have not.
I did. Regional, Blacksburg.
I've never been to Blacksburg.
Missing out.
I mean, as a big Metallica fan, I'd love to hear Enter Sandman in front of 65,000 whatever Hokie fans screaming, but DiMartini takes the first pitch outside 1-0. DiMartini had a great season this past spring with Virginia Tech, 15 homers, 50 RBIs. He takes a called strike on the 1-0. This summer, 27 games, 2 homers, 11 RBIs, 11 stolen bases. He's been a stalwart in this Brewster lineup as he takes a breaking ball outside corner called strike 2.
Yeah, that's Jake Berry just doing what he does. Got him in a 1-2 count now. The guy's going to try to keep away from walking players and starts right here.
1-2 pitch, and DeMartini swings and misses on the breaking ball. Poncho tags him just for good measure. Nice start to the game for Jake Berry as the Battle of Virginia and Virginia Tech goes the way of the Who's.
Zach, if this continues, Jake Berry will strike out all 27 batters he sees tonight.
Well, from Virginia Tech up the road to the University of Maryland, where Kevin Keister hails from, coming in at second base. Only his 5th game on Cape Cod this summer, as he started this summer in the Cal Ripken League, but since coming aboard, 1 homer, 2 RBIs in 4 games.
That guy played for Ocean State last summer. Zach, Ocean, not even a state. Yeah. Whose idea was that, huh? Not me.
The NECBL's, apparently.
Not me.
Berry sets and deals. The first pitch, swing and a miss. Now, in the first 2 games we saw Brewster, this is where you'd see Alex Freeland up at the plate. Alex Freeland was the home run leader at one point, the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Why'd they cut him?
Well, they didn't cut him. He was drafted the 3rd round. So congratulations to Alex and the Freeland family, but it's a big hole in their lineup, and Keister was brought in to fill that. The 0-2 swing and a miss. So, hello, Jacob Berry, as Poncho throws down to first. That breaking ball has been nothing but cash money hundo P tonight.
Yeah, man, I don't know what Carson DeMartini or Kevin Keister were seeing at the plate tonight, but it certainly wasn't the baseball. Jake Berry is putting it exactly where they don't want it to be, and they have yet to touch it.
That brings up Ryan Alasko, who is coming off a fantastic season at Rutgers. He swings and hits it on the ground to short. Dom Patelli fields, fires in time to retire the side. So hello, Jake Berry, and goodbye the 1-2-3 hitters for Brewster. It's a 1-2-3 inning and through half an inning. No score here on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network with the Hawks coming to bat.
Please throw rubbish into the back.
Tastes like a Coke.
We nailed it!
Coke Zero Sugar. Have they nailed it?
Sounds like they really nailed it, huh?
Nailed it.
And that's when you said, so it really tastes like a Coke.
Yeah, that's the point.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, you need a partner, not just an agent. For over 50 years, Gibson Sotheby's International Realty has set the standard in excellence and performance. A seasoned team that has thrived throughout all markets. Our agents live and work in your neighborhood and understand you. We are over 170 agents strong, backed by an in-house marketing team and global reach that is second to none.
From studios to penthouses, purchasing to renting, our team provides unparalleled real estate services.
If you live here, fun is your thing. If you live here, tough is your thing. Smart is your thing. Caring is your thing. If you live in Massachusetts, community is your thing. Since 1972, the Massachusetts State Lottery has provided over $25 billion to help cities and towns with the things they need most. If you live here, giving is your thing.
First inning of play here from Judy Walton Scarfile Field on a humid Friday night. Harbor Hawks and Whitecaps, Zach Berman, Drake Toll. And now it's time to look at the Harbor Hawks starting lineup. And leading off, you know who, Mitch Jebb at third base, Mike Sirota, the ex-Whitecap, batting second in center field, batting third, Cole McConnell DHing tonight. Welcome back to the lineup, Nolan Shonowell playing first base and batting cleanup, Pancho Ruiz batting fifth and catching, Dom Patelli batting sixth and short. Christian Moore batting seventh and right, Tito Flores batting eighth and left, and Riku Nishida batting ninth at second base. Your defensive alignments for Brewster: Fisher in left, Lasko in center, Tatro in right. In your infield going left to right, DeMartini, Diaz, Keister, Menda behind the plate, Atkinson, Bravo your designated hitter. And on the bump for the Whitecaps, the Texas Longhorn, Zane Morehouse. And he has been feast or famine in his 3 appearances thus far this season.
Yeah, Morehouse to this point has not been stellar in every outing. We've seen him over the course of the season for Brewster in 3 total appearances, and his ERA sits at 4.20. The guy's pitched 15 innings, allowed 7 earned runs. He's also walked 7 to those 15. Not terrible numbers. He's only struck out 12, though, so he's not a big strikeout guy. I'm intrigued to see what we're going to get. Which Zane Morehouse are we going to get tonight?
Well, the last time Morehouse pitched was July 16th against Bourne. Against that Bourne lineup, he shut them out, only allowing 1 hit through 5 2/3.
Yeah.
But we'll see where he goes here to Mitch Jebb, who hits it on the ground to short. Diaz charges Fields and fires in time, so 1 pitch, 1 out. And that brings up the man of the hour, Mike Sirota, playing against his former team. And since he came over from Brewster to Hyannis, he has been one of the best hitters in the entire Cape Cod Baseball League.
Yeah, it's funny. Mike in the last week has had a batting average of .455, second in the league with 10 hits, a league-leading 9 RBI, second in the league in runs with 8, only behind Mitch Jebb. We asked Mike prior to the game, what is it like playing against the Brewster team he played for 2 weeks ago? He said, you know, I probably couldn't care less.
First pitch from Morehouse. He deals inside, almost gets Sirota. Just 1-0. Well, in that last start, Morehouse went 5 2/3, but in the start before against Falmouth, he allowed 7 earned runs.
Yeah. Again,
And the start before that, another shutout.
None, right. Which Morehouse do you get today?
Well, we shall see. So far, 1 at bat in. He looked pretty good, the 1-0. Checking his swing is Sirota. They check down to first. They say no, he did not.
Yeah, that was a pretty easy call there. I think it was no chance that Sirota brought the bat around, and Mike Sirota's got great plate discipline too. He's struck out more recently than you expect him to for Hyannis, but it's because he's changed his approach to the plate. He's really trying to make solid contact and get hits, and that's paid off.
Morehouse deals the 2-0. Sirota hits it up the middle off of Morehouse. There's going to be a tough play. He fires to first in time.
That is
allegedly so.
That is a call that was not correct. That's okay. Those happen every now and then. But, yeah, Mike Sirota was squarely safe over at first base by about a quarter of a step, and now here comes President Dan Johnson. Oh, my. Just kidding. He's just running out on the field. What is he doing? He's the bad boy today.
I
Dan
think
Johnson,
our own team president is our bad boy.
Dan Johnson and Nick Johnson, the GM and president of this organization, are the bat boys for
fantastic.
Hyannis in this ball game. That's hilarious.
That's fantastic. You know who's also been fantastic as of late? That would be Cole McConnell stepping into the batter's box, an average of .266 on the season. 3 homers, 18 RBIs. Righty to lefty, first pitch. Morehouse steals a strike on the inside part of the plate, 0-1.
Yeah, pretty good fastball there from Morehouse. As you mentioned, that last appearance, 5 2/3 in a 2-1 win.
Against a Bourne team that has lit the Harbor Hawks up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah, but only 4 strikeouts. He had 4 walks in that game, too.
The 0-1, and McConnell sprays it into the netting foul quickly, 0-2.
The walks for Brewster this season have not been an issue whatsoever. They have 119 free passes they dished out. That's second best on Cape Cod.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. You know, this Brewster team, they sit below 500, but in second place due to how the East Division is shaping up.
It's like the NBA, same deal. The East in the Cape Cod Baseball League, the East in the NBA.
The 0-2 pitch, and Morehouse deals, and it's chopped foul by McConnell. Meanwhile, the West is a 3-horse race.
Yeah.
With right now Hyannis, Katuitt, Bourne, but Falmouth has carved themselves a little niche in the number 4 seed right now.
Yeah.
And Wareham 5 points back, and that might continue. They are already down 7-0 to YD. It is the 2nd inning.
That was quick, huh?
Yeah. Wareham, the hosts of tomorrow night's All-Star festivities. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Zane Morehouse winds and deals the pitch. Taken up and away.
There's a little high heat outside for Cole McConnell to look at from the right side from Morehouse. That's the pitch that you like on the 0-2, Zach Berman.
You know that's my deal. That's my bread and butter. The high fastball on the 0-2. 1-2 now. Morehouse gets his signs from Atkinson and deals. McConnell lines it foul down the left field line. He stays alive in the at-bat.
Man, they called Mike Sirota out at first base, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Wow. That's a shame, huh?
Zane Morehouse, 6'4", 200 out of Dawson, Texas.
200 what?
Pounds.
Oh, okay.
Health promotion, behavioral sciences major
Yeah,
at
he is.
UT Austin. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Morehouse can't catch the outside part of the plate, and the count will run even.
I got a 2-2 for Cole McConnell, who again has struggled in the area of strikeouts this season. Still one of the top 3 or 4 batters on this squad, but trying to fix those numbers up a little bit before he goes back to Louisiana Tech in the spring.
2-2 pitch incoming. Morehouse deals a McConnell, lines it up the middle and through for a base hit. So CMC reaches first, and the Harbor Hawks in the hit column tonight. And that gives way to Nolan Shotwell. Welcome back to the lineup, number 12.
Yeah, he's been out here for a little bit. So back in the lineup today for the first time, and Zach, it's been almost 10 days. So Shotwell being back here, he's been with the team for a few days. We've seen him in action. I know everybody's really glad to have him back.
Now, this lineup was great over this last week, but Shotwell might be the guy that coming back, it can put him over the top.
Right.
First pitch, Shotwell lines it through the right field side, base hit. Unless they say that hit McConnell. And did it? I believe it did.
Well, Mendham was pointing and saying that it hit McConnell. McConnell disagrees. I think Beatty does too. They'll at least check over. I'm not sure if the first base umpire saw it actually hit McConnell, but Mendham sold it well enough to get the call.
Well, a tough luck first inning as the Harbor Hawks had a play that might have been out, might have been safe, not go their way, and then a hit from Shotwell catches the foot of Cole McConnell, and after all of that, no score after 1, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. Let's go to the second and a scoreless tie on Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
Hey, Mama, what's up?
Did you switch my service from Verizon to T-Mobile? Yep.
T-Mobile has the only nationwide 5G.
Well, Mr. Know-It-All, let's see if you right about that.
Mama. Hey, Mama, I'm working.
It works at the pie shop.
T-Mobile's 5G works inside and out. Hey, what you need, Mama? I'm trying to watch the game with my boys.
It works in the park.
Oh, okay. Mama?
It works at the aquarium, in the parking garage, at the beach, in the elevators. It works in the movie theater, too. Oh, shush yourself. I'm talking to my baby.
You're driving me crazy.
I was just calling you to say thank you, baby. I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Yes, Mama.
It works in the kitchen. Tell Mama.
Mama?
5G, it works in the club.
Who are you in a club with?
All about it. Tell Mama.
Welcome back to McKeon Park. No score, top of the second. Zach Berman, Drake told Drake, remember a couple days ago?
21st night of September?
Well,
I do remember.
I was going to say, remember 2 days ago in Hartford. How long did it take us to get through that first inning?
Zach, it took a total of 45 minutes to get through the first inning in Hartford.
Well, it has taken 15 minutes to get through the first inning this go-around. It will be 4, 5, and 6 in for Brewster, and that starts off with the former Ole Miss Rebel, now current University of Charlotte 49er, Cam Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher comes the dish after a pretty solid season at UNC Charlotte this past spring, and if my notes tell me correctly, he started the summer with Brewster, then he went to Forest City and actually played in a different baseball league altogether, the Coastal Plains League, and now he's back in Brewster.
First pitch to Fisher, he takes a called fastball strike, unless it's the other way around if he started in Forest City and then went to Brewster.
I mean, yeah, that is possible, Zach Berman.
No balls and a strike. Berry, righty to lefty. Another strike from Jake Berry. Boy, has he been on tonight out of the gate or what?
Yeah, that looks like the changeup right there, pretty high in the zone for Berry. Got good movement left to right, plenty enough to fool Cam Fisher, who may have thought that ball was going to land in there high as well. It had a little dip to it at the very end of the pitch. So Berry, great control right now.
Ahead of the count again early. The 0-2 to Fisher. Berry deals, swing and a miss. He gets him on the breaking ball again. Poncho fires to first in time. 3 strikeouts and 4 at bats for the Whitecaps thus far.
Yeah, that will play for Jake Berry. This guy is feeling it right now, and the Whitecaps, it doesn't matter where Barry puts the baseball. He's put 3 or 4 of them in the dirt right now and getting swings on everything.
David Mendham comes to the plate. He's had a good season thus far. 7 RBIs on the campaign after a nice spring with Oklahoma State. 11 homers, 45 RBIs. Not his first time on Cape Cod. He was actually a member of the Chatham Anglers last summer. First pitch, and what do you know, another strike called, 0-1.
Yeah, good pitch there from Jake Barry.
David Mendham, once upon a time in the summer of 2020, played for what might be the most fun collegiate baseball team not named the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. That would be the Savannah Bananas.
Wow.
The 0-1, checking his swing. They say he did not go around. The count 1-1.
Pretty close there, but I think they got the call correct on that one. Even the count up at 1-1 and see what Barry does. That's only his second ball thrown today. Well, he's thrown 13 balls, but second ball outside the zone.
1-1, misses the zone outside a little bit, count 2-1. Yeah, Mendham's journey is quite something. Bismarck, the Bismarck Larks, the Northwoods League, Savannah with the Coastal Plain, then South Carolina in the SEC, the 2-1. That's line to right field, and there's a base hit. So a 1-out single for David Mendham is the first base runner allowed tonight by Jake Barry.
Yeah, just a good piece of hitting there from Mendham. Got around on that baseball, put it through the hole on the right side. Now how does Barry respond with a guy on first base?
Well, that brings up Logan Bravo, who in 25 games sitting right above the Mendoza line, 206 average in the year, no homers, 6 RBIs. Bravo, a Harvard Crimson, local kid out of Newton, Mass.
Yeah.
Spent last summer with North Shore, the NECBL. Runner off at first is Mendham. Lefty-righty, Barry deals, and first pitch fouled away. Count 0-1.
There goes Nick Johnson, the GM of the team. You see him there in the back of your screen, picking up that baseball and running back to his little seat over there behind the net. Ball boy Nick Johnson.
GM and the team president. You gotta love it. No balls and a strike, 1 out. Runner off of first. The Harbor Hawks and Whitecaps tied here. 0-1. Misses a little bit low, 1-1. Another good pitch there from Barry.
Yeah, it seemed like everybody on the baseball field was really surprised that Mickey Garcia didn't call that a strike. No one was more surprised, though, than Harvard's own Logan Bravo, who watched that settle right into the mitt.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Jake Barry deals, and a breaking ball cut on and missed by Logan Bravo. The count 1-2.
See what Barry goes with here.
I think he's going to go back to that breaking ball in the dirt. Yeah. See if we've seen multiple Whitecaps chase it. I think he goes back there again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Barry's got 3 strikeouts here.
3 strikeouts already. The 1-2 fouled away.
Good on Bravo to fight that off. For Barry, he's facing a guy in Bravo that against left-handed pitchers hit .366 at Harvard in the spring at a .477 OBP.
Very good season for Bravo, but he's struggled with the wood bat adjustment just a touch. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Barry checks off a first and deals the pitch. High fastball, not bid on, count 2-2.
Yeah, the pitch pretty squarely out of the zone, easy to see there if you're Mickey Garcia. Nothing to argue there.
Well, that was one that you're evidently trying to get Bravo to chase, and Bravo to him, he held up.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Barry out of the stretch, deals the 2-2, and it's fouled just back. Not quite getting the whiteboard, which has been beaten up a couple times this season.
No kidding. Bravo really is making Jake Barry work for it. Barry to this point, 16 strikes, 5 balls, 21 pitches through 1 1/3.
21 pitchings.
Pitchings, you know.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. David Mendham reaches with a 1-out single. He sits off of first base. Barry checks off of first. Now a big lead for Mendham. Now the 2-2 pitch, and it's a high fly ball to left. Tito Flores under it. Makes the catch, 2 down.
Yeah, that ball got high up in the wind stream. Carried a good bit, but not near enough to get out of the range of Tito Flores, who camped out under it. Made the grab, and now 2 down.
for Grayson
Bravo,
Tatro.
yeah, Bravo fought all that off for effectively nothing, and now you get Tatro up to the dish. And Tatro's a guy who comes into this game batting .237. It's a Brewster team. They're not going to blow you away with the batting averages. And Tatro is part of that. .237's on the better end of these averages across this squad.
Tatro out of Abilene Christian. Had a great season for them. 17 homers, 66 RBIs for ABC, and he pops the first one sky high left side of the infield. We'll see who makes the catch. It's Tito Flores to retire the side. And through 1.5 innings of play, another runner stranded for Brewster, and we're going to send it down to the field as Bria Losick is with our friend of the broadcast booth and sideline reporter for the Cape Cod Baseball League himself, Reed Becker.
As Harborhawks sideline reporter, Bria is going to be a junior at Northwestern this fall. Bria, just first explain to the audience, what do you do with your guys' broadcast program at Northwestern?
Yeah, so I'm the station director at WNUR Sports, which is our student-run radio station at Northwestern. So we broadcast all kinds of games on the radio, from baseball to lacrosse to basketball, football, travel with the teams, do podcasts. We have written work on our website. We do it all.
Now, you guys have a partnership with the Big Ten Network. That's really cool. How does that work?
Yeah, so they just take our feed a lot from our games, and so it's a really great opportunity for student broadcasters to kind of get their foot in the door a little bit with TV along with radio, so we're really grateful for that.
And now let's talk about a little about the Harborhawks. First time in first place since 2015, just past the Katuitt Cavaliers. From your advantage point, being around the team every day, what is it that you think is helping them with the success this season?
First of all, I mean, the energy in the dugout is unmatched. They all, have great relationships with each other, and I think that has a lot to do with it. Second is this team was definitely built on getting on base. Our baseball director of ops, Mazak Darvari, our GMs, Zach Chase and Nick Johnson, they formed this team with guys that can get on base, don't strike out a lot, and the power's starting to come around too, so that's kind of an added bonus.
And you guys have a first-year manager in Eric Beatty, that must help as well.
Oh, definitely. I think that he's really good at communicating with the guys. Along with that, great coaching staff, a lot of experience, a lot of wisdom, but also, some fresh faces to the game too.
Bria, thank you very much. That's Bria Losick, the Hyannis Harborhawks sideline reporter. Now let's send it back upstairs to Drake and Zach. Guys?
Thank you, Reed. Thank you, Bria. No score, bottom of the second here on Christmas in July night. Zach Berman, Drake Toll, and the Harborhawks, a tough luck first inning as they could have very easily had 3 hits. Instead, they only had 1.
2, actually. They had 2 hits on the official scorebook on point streak. And do want to say, John Cabral let us know that Hyannis actually was in first place in 2018. So the last time they were in first place, not too long ago. The Harborhawks, despite a history that's not seen them win a championship with the second longest drought on Cape Cod, they've still had a few successful seasons, quite a few sprinkled here and there.
That brings up Pancho Ruiz to lead off the second. Pancho, an average of 185 in this season thus far. Fouls the first one away. He has been swinging the bat better as of late. 1 homer, 6 RBIs, was an instrumental part of yesterday's rally in Falmouth, and played a mean first base.
Yeah, he did. We haven't seen him at first base at all this season until just yesterday, and boy howdy, he recorded the last out of the game, and it was a beautiful play at that.
George Corona gets the night off. Pancho back to his usual position behind the plate as he lines that one foul. The count quickly 0-2.
Yeah, you put that on a pretty good rope right there. And Pancho's a guy that's slowly but surely settling into the wood bat here on Cape Cod.
Well, speaking of wood bats, that one splintered a little bit.
Have to get a new one there. And who to bring it out to him but Nick Johnson.
That's Dan Johnson.
Well, Nick Johnson brought the bat out.
Nick Johnson brought the bat out. Dan Johnson brings the baseballs back to the umpire. Doesn't it look good to finally see the Harborhawks get those red jerseys? Their first Friday home game this entire July.
Yeah, we haven't seen them in them yet, so getting to break them out, debut them tonight. Could be a prettier night for it, too.
The 0-2 pitch, and it's in the dirt from Morehouse. The count 1-2.
See how Morehouse's control holds up here. Granted, he's still ahead in the count 1-2, so he could kind of waste a pitch there, but Talked about the 4 walks in 5 2/3 his last time out.
Morehouse pitched in and out of trouble that entire game. It's not particularly easy to hold the Bourne Braves lineup scoreless through that long, 5 2/3. That's taken low and away, 2-2.
All right, Poncho. Now, how do you fend off a 2-2 here? Counts run even. I think Morehouse likely goes with another breaking ball. He's thrown 2 in the dirt. You could think he goes fastball, but I think he'd save that for a possible 3-2 if he gets there.
Well, we'll see the 2-2 pitch, and it is a fastball low. Poncho holds up, and the count will run full on Ruiz.
What do I know? I've only watched 34 baseball games consecutively this summer, and every time I wake up, there's another one ready to be played.
Hey, after this one, 9 games left in the regular season. That's it.
This is I think there's 8 games left after this one,
8
right?
games left after this. My bad. I'm journalism.
Nobody's counting. Who's counting, huh?
The payoff pitch, the 3-2. Morehouse to Ruiz. Morehouse deals, and it's taken outside. Nice walk by Poncho Ruiz. Held up on a pitch he very easily could have swung at.
What a great eye from Ruiz here. He plays on a team that is 3rd on Cape Cod in walks drawn with 137. Hyannis has been in the top 3 in that category all season long. Ruiz was not a huge part of that early in the season, but slowly but surely, it's like it's contagious across this team. Every one of these guys just has a radar on these pitches. They've been so successful at watching them in and doing it successfully.
Welcome back to the lineup. Dominic Patelli had yesterday off, now back at short today. Patelli takes a first pitch low, 1-0. Patelli is a bit of a unicorn in the situation where he is having his best statistical season since he started playing college baseball on Cape Cod with wood bats. A .253 average through 29 games. That is a better average than he's ever had at Miami. So he takes that one outside. Called a strike.
Oh, there. I think Atkinson, the catcher, No, even the opposite. Atkinson was ready for that ball to be called a ball, pulled it out of the zone, didn't even frame that pitch up. I think he was as confused as anybody.
Well, Mickey Garcia liked it enough to call it strike 1.
Gosh, and Mickey is one of the best in the game, too. Really like what we get from him behind the dish. Interesting there.
1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Patelli shows bunt pulls back in time, 2-1. Dom has been... there's a reason he's going to Wareham for the All-Star game tomorrow. .253 average, 3 homers, 12 RBIs, also 11 stolen bases.
Yeah, Patelli's got a lot of speed. Great contact hitter, too, and on top of that, has 3 home runs to flash the power here on Cape Cod.
2-1 to Dom. He takes a breaking ball, called a strike, a little bit high, 2-2. When you combine everything that Patelli has done at the plate with his defense, which has been sparkling, fantastic, some of the best we've seen on Cape Cod. Only 3 errors this summer. You have on your hands the blueprint for a Cape Cod Baseball League All-Star.
Yeah, absolutely.
Runner off of first is Poncho, the 2-2 to Patelli. Righty-lefty, and Morehouse deals, and it's called strike 3. Inside corner, good pitch there from Zane Morehouse as he freezes Patelli.
You can see in the reaction from a couple of Harbor Hawk coaches. Not sure they were the biggest fans of that one. It seemed a little high and out of the zone. And again, Mickey Garcia is one of the best that we've seen on Cape Cod. I don't know if we could rank the games we've seen called behind the dish, the best ones. He'd be probably good enough for the top 2 or 3 just alone. So far, there have been a few calls here that have been put in question.
That brings up Christian Moore, and Christian Moore, a bit of a slow start to the season. That's called a strike.
Yeah, that was a strike.
He has hits in 3 of his last 4 games. So Christian Moore finally might be starting to come around with the wood bat with a runner off of first as Poncho Ruiz led off the inning with a walk. Still no score here, bottom of the 2nd. Righty-righty, Moore takes outside 1-1. Moore an average of 186, no homers, 6 RBIs. But he's another bat that if he catches fire, an already dangerous Harbor Hawk lineup will get even more dangerous.
Well, if the power kicks in for Christian Moore, watch out. Still waiting on his first home run on Cape Cod.
1-1 to Moore, and Morehouse delivers. It's fouled away, 1-2. Tito Flores in the on-deck circle.
Moore is one of the nicest guys in this team, too. Came up, had a conversation pregame, and he approached me and said, "Hey, man, where are you from?" I was like, "Christian, we've been chatting up for 3 weeks now. I don't know where that one came from." He's like, "Oh, no, I was just wondering, where are you from?" So we talked about Baylor, talked about Arkansas. He was asking about my dreams and broadcast. Just really neat. Cool guy to get to talk with prior to this game, and one of the better baseball players, young baseball players in college baseball.
The 1-2. Morehouse deals to Moore, and that freezes Christian Moore, called strike 3, and Moore knew it immediately.
Yeah, I think everybody in the ballpark was ready for that call. Just a really good breaking ball from Morehouse, and you wonder which Zane Morehouse you're going to get. So far today, we have found out it's the Zane Morehouse that went 5 2/3 against Bourne and allowed 1 hit.
That brings up Tito Flores. Tito Flores, another representative for the Hyannis Harborhawks, the All-Star game tomorrow. Average down to 230 for Flores, who spent about a week away from the team. He's now back. First pitch to Tito, takes up high ball 1.
Yeah, spent a little time away from the squad as he was getting ready for the MLB draft. Went back, stayed with his family to watch that one, and has come back here to the Harborhawks, trying to continue to boost his draft stock for next summer. Preparing for a big spring at Michigan as well.
Runner off of first, Pancho Ruiz. Morehouse deals the 1-0. Tito takes inside, called strike 1. Count 1-1. Now, Christian Moore did ask about your broadcast dreams. What are your broadcast dreams, Drake Toll?
I don't know. Talk about sports, I guess. Probably make some money along the way, hopefully.
It's
enough
a fun
to
profession.
Have a house and buy some food. Maybe get married one day. Kids.
1-1 to Moore. He fouls it away right field side. 1-2.
How many kids? I don't know. That's to be determined. I guess it depends on how much the whole talking into a microphone thing, how far that gets me.
Couldn't tell you how many kids. I could tell you there's going to be a golden retriever in my future. I don't know.
In your future?
Oh, yeah.
Why not your present, Zach? You have that power right now.
My apartment doesn't allow dogs.
They do allow dogs they don't know about.
It's pretty tough to hide a golden retriever.
That's true. Great point.
1-2, righty-righty. Zane Morehouse sets and deals the pitch outside. Couldn't get Flores to chase, and the count will run even.
How about this, too, for Morehouse? Struck out Colby Halter and got Alex Mooney to ground out in that game against Falmouth, his second appearance. After that, after a walk, a hit, another hit, he ended up allowing 4 runs, 3 hits in the first inning against Falmouth. So when he has struggled this season, it was early.
2-2 pitch way up high. And Tito has drawn a full count.
That was the same game where he ended up surrendering a total of 7 earned runs. Didn't give up any in the second inning, any in the third, any in the fourth, and in the 5th inning gave up 3 more for that total of 7.
That Falmouth team, one of the hottest teams on Cape Cod. The Harborhawks have defeated the 3 hottest teams in the league, not named the Hyannis Harborhawks, in the last 3 days.
Nor the Chatham Anglers. Those guys have won 4 straight now.
I got some bad news for you. Payoff pitch to 3-2. Tito barely stays alive, fouls
say
it
this,
off.
Zach, I bet it's not bad news for me.
Well, Chatham is losing.
Okay.
To Katuitt, so it might be bad news.
You know, I'm not the biggest Katuitt fan. Just thought I'd come out and say that.
Tito stays alive. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. No score here. Bottom of the second inning on a humid 88-degree Christmas in July
88?
Friday night. 80.
It's only 88 right now.
It is only 88 degrees.
No way that's real.
Yep.
Wow.
Weather has it feeling like 91.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch, and Tito hits it on the ground to third, and it gets over the glove of the third baseman, DeMartini. Pancho will chug to third. Tito will come up to second, and for the second straight game, it is the errors that are aiding the Harborhawks. Now second and third, 2 outs for Nishida.
Yeah, you got Riku up to the dish right now, which is a pretty darn good guy to have up in any scenario, especially with a couple guys on first base open. So how do you play this if you're Brewster? Because Nishida can make it to first base pretty easily via the bunt. And as you see it, where we sit right now, DeMartini is playing way back. Diaz is playing pretty far back, as is the first baseman, Mendham. So at third base, shortstop, first base, all playing deep. Riku Nishida is going to bunt it down the left side of this field, trot to first base, and the bases are juiced for Mitch Jebb.
Well, you also have to remember, we have not seen Brewster in a month. Brewster is not like a Falmouth or a Katuitt or a West Division team that sees the Harborhawks with regularity. So let's see how they read it here. And now Morehouse is going to have a talk with his catcher, Atkinson. Yeah, the last time these two teams met was almost an entire month ago, June 22nd. They had a home and home.
Yep.
June 21st in Brewster, where the Harborhawks, thanks to the man that's currently sitting on second, took a dramatic 9th inning lead to only to blow the game.
Yeah, they did do that.
And really from that point on, it has been a different team.
With the sun going down, I don't know if that was necessarily the turning point, but somewhere in there, Hyannis just decided to stop losing.
First pitch to the lefty Nishida. He shows bunt and bunts it, foul the throw back to first, or excuse me, back to third in time. That was in play. That was in play, and Pancho Ruiz gets caught napping off of third base to end the inning.
Wow. I'm intrigued by that one. I did not know that bunt would have been called in play. Huh.
Whatever it is, the Harbor Hawks strand 2 runners on a walk and an error, and we go to the third scoreless here on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network.
That chip on the shoulder, that started at a very, very young age. People's expectations are, they're cool, they're fun, but mine are bigger.
When you play in New York, they want to see winners. It doesn't matter if it's a Monday or a Friday or a Saturday. You got to come with it, or those fans will let you know.
Pick one thing from me, pick one other thing from another player, make it your own, you turn to who you want to be.
What motivates me is the unknown. You know, how good can I be? You get away from the lights, you get away from the camera.
Mientras más presente yo esté en la caja de batería, más éxito tengo.
Man, how can you not keep it fun, man? This is a kid's game.
If you could go back and tell 10-year-old Francisco one thing, what would it be?
You're a bad mother.
Top of the third inning of play here at McKeon Park. Yeah. Brewster 0, Hyannis 0. It has been, I don't want to say a pitching duel, Drake.
Well, yeah, I don't think you can call it that quite yet. Just 2 innings into this ball game, but both the guys are throwing really well, and you're seeing Jake Berry's numbers there. 15 1/3 coming in today, the 2-0 record. Just 5 walks over the course of that span, 11 strikeouts, has that 1.76 ERA and 11 hits. Now, it's worth noting, though, Berry's going to have to go about, I'd say 6, maybe 7 innings today to be ERA eligible. So I don't think it's in the cards for that guy to be ERA eligible at the end of this, but it would be really cool if he was, huh?
Well, yesterday the Harbor Hawks used a lot of their bullpen to lock that one up in Falmouth, and tomorrow it will be Magdal Cotto starting for the West Division in the All-Star game.
Yep.
And Zach Volker will get some appearance time as well in Wareham, but other than that, you can expect, I'd say, as the first pitch called a strike to Chase Atkinson. His last 3 starts, Berry has gone 4 innings each. So if you can get 4 or 5 innings out of Berry, that would be ideal. As Atkinson pops the 0-1 pitch sky high right field side. Nolan Shonowell under it makes the catch, 1 down.
Very nice play there by Shonowell. A little can of corn, and a very nice thank you to Mike Maynard, who's running the mic camera today. He's got 2 mic cameras. We have named pretty much all of these cameras, and 2 of them actually are Mike's namesake. So vital part of our broadcast, and gets great shots across the field for us today. And another out pretty easily for Jake Berry.
That brings up Davis Diaz, the Vanderbilt shortstop, batting right at the Mendoza line, 206, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. First pitch fastball a little low, 1-0.
Didn't miss by too much there. Got Pancho behind the dish, who is framing him up. And tell you what, Zach, we talk about the guys who have just improved drastically over the course of this season. Pancho Ruiz has to be one of them. He is on my list for the top 2-3 guys who have developed the most over the course of the last month in the baseball diamond. Looks like a completely different player in every facet.
1-1 pitch fouled away, now 1-2. I would say Pancho, Patelli, and
Riku Nishida's really come a long way at second base too. You know, it's tough to notice unless you've really been watching him closely the entire summer, but for those of us who have, you see him there standing at second base. His approach to the plate has changed so much, and he is, just leaps and bounds better than he was.
1-2 to Diaz, breaking ball, misses the outside corner, and couldn't get Diaz to chase.
He was really good too when he first started out, so leaps and bounds better than he was. And a big part of that is base hits. You know, he told the coaching staff here at Hyannis very early on, Cape Cod is hard. Cape Cod is hard. And so for Riku, the fact that he's as solid as he is right now at the bat and in the field really goes a long way.
look, we talked so much about Riku. He'll be leading off the bottom of the third. But our first impression of Riku were those crazy adjustments he makes with 2 strikes.
Kind of dialed those back, hasn't he?
He dialed those back. He only started doing those on Cape Cod, the 2-2 pitch way outside 3-2. And he told us before one of the earlier games that he did all the adjustments because he had never seen pitches as fast as what he was seeing on Cape Cod. You know, you're going to see guys hit 90 at Oregon. So something to work on as Barry deals ball 4. A little bit high to Davis Diaz. The lineup will flip over. Carson DeMartini will have a runner on.
Yeah, so now you get DeMartini flip back to the top side of the lineup. The last guy you want to walk in most lineups, it's either the 1-hole hitter or the 9-hole hitter, and Jake Berry gives off a free pass on a full count there. DeMartini's going to try to do something with it. Jake Berry's going to ask politely for a grounder right to Riku Nishida for double play ball.
Well, I'd say a ground ball just about anywhere, hit at the right speed, would do just fine. This is one of the best fielding alignments the Harbor Hawks can possibly put out with their rosters. The first pitch just misses.
DeMartini 0 for 1 today with a strikeout earlier against Barry.
This time is called. Just a general observation, is this the first time all season where the Harbor Hawks have not had a Louisiana Tech player in the field?
It might be.
With
left Sirota in center. And
Sirota's in center. McConnell's DHing. You don't have Corona behind the plate.
No, yeah.
1-0. Barry deals righty or lefty. It's taken up high 2-0.
It is not the first game without a Louisiana Tech coach on the staff, though. You did have Pablo Ortiz, who is a Louisiana Tech head coach on the staff or a coach, not head coach, until just recently. Volunteer coach, actually, at La Tech. You know that?
Yeah. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, top of the 3rd inning. Barry, lefty to DeMartini. There's a high fly ball down the left field line. Hooking foul territory towards the bullpen, and it drops right in front of Tito Flores for a long, loud strike number 1.
Yeah, Flores lost his hat in the process, and everybody will trot back into place, and we'll do it all over again for DeMartini, who, as I mentioned, I got to see him play his freshman season at Virginia Tech in the Blacksburg Regional against Columbia, the Columbia Lions. How about that? Check off your bingo card. Went and saw Columbia Lions play a baseball game this season with my girlfriend.
Actually saw the Columbia Lions play softball this year against the Missouri Tigers.
Oh, so we both saw the Columbian Lions on the diamond this season.
Yes, we did. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Lefty. Barry deals and DeMartini. High fly ball left center field. Flores back on his horse. Under it, makes the catch. Tito Flores, another nice play in left. You want to talk about improvement. There's a guy that made a possibly game-saving play yesterday and saves an extra base hit there.
Well, it was tough to realize when Flores made the play in left field how crucial it was. It allowed a run to score because it was a base hit with the bases loaded, but Flores was able to stop the damage with a great throw in and corralling a baseball in left field that was tough to get to at that. That was in what, the 4th inning? So by the time the game was over, we really started to thank Tito Flores for his skills in the field.
Now 2 outs, Kevin Keister. Off of first base is Davis Diaz, and Barry checks on him. Well, there was another play by Flores that was in the bottom of the 2nd inning when Jackson Baumeister was really struggling. There was a ball hit to the gap he made a nice play on. And if Tito doesn't get his glove on that baseball, likely clears the bases. First pitching, Keister pops it up in the air. Right field side of foul territory. Shonowell under it makes the catch. And the 1-out walk doesn't come back to bite Jake Berry as he navigates right around it. No runs, no hits, 1 left on through 2.5. No score on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network.
Who support the Cape League and the 10 teams.
What are you looking forward to?
Adding a takeout window.
And more locations.
Paying off my student loans.
Juggling my 4 small businesses and staying sane.
Raising my allowance.
Finishing my painting and starting the next one.
Catching a keeper. Cashing anything.
Making the most of my retirement.
Checking my balance and hopefully having one.
Whatever you want for your family, your business, or your community, talk to us at Cape Cod 5 because we're looking forward to helping you.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
Bottom of the third inning, scoreless here from Judy Walton Scarfile Field on a humid Christmas in July of a Friday night between the Whitecaps and Harbor Hawks, Zach Berman, Drake Toll. And right now it's a battle of wills, and let's see, both pitchers have allowed base runners, but who cracks first?
Well, the All-Star game is tomorrow, Zach, and the Harbor Hawks have a couple of starters in that game as well. Magdiel Cotto is going to be on the bump. That guy has been lights out. 2.14
Look at those
ERA.
graphics, wow.
22 innings pitched, 28 strikeouts as well, to 11 walks and 15 hits. Then Cole McConnell starting out in the field. He's going to come into that ball game, or came in today at least. 266 batting average, top 15 in this league, 29 hits, 13 runs, top 10 in RBI with 18. And 3 homers this season as well. So your 2 starters of the 7 Harbor Hawks who are in the All-Star game are right there, Magdiel Cotto and Cole McConnell. McConnell, the designated hitter today, and Cotto, who started the game in Hartford a couple days ago.
Shout out to our production crew. Those graphics look absolutely fantastic.
Ella Gibson put those together today, so big thanks to her.
So Riku was up at the plate when I don't think that was hit and play, the bunt that wound up getting Poncho thrown out at third. I believe it was
I think it was foul tipped into the glove of Atkinson, who threw down to first base, and that's what got Poncho Ruiz. So kind of a funky call, but yeah, in the end, Nishida comes back to the dish and to try it all over.
So Riku gets a clean slate to start the bottom of the third. Nishida has had a stellar season. The first pitch taken outside ball 1. 273, no homers, 10 RBIs. If you had told us coming into this season that Riku Nishida would have that stat line coming into the All-Star break, you would say, man, oh man, what a season it has been, and it has been just that for Nishida. The 1-0 pitch, and Riku cuts on and misses. Also, the league leader in stolen bases.
Hey now, he's an all-star. 22 stolen bags this season, and Nishida has been really lights out for the Harbor Hawks. Defensively, he leads the team in errors, but they have been the most timely errors if there has ever been such a thing.
I guess you can say that. The 1-1, righty-lefty. Zane Morehouse to Riku Nishida, and Riku takes inside 2-1.
And there have been a plethora of lefties that we've seen this season. I don't know if I've seen a league that's got this many lefties that come up here to play. So Nishida's got a ton of baseballs at second base, so many opportunities. And when anytime they've counted, and really almost any time period, he's been able to make some remarkable plays. The top 2 or 3 defensive plays for Hyannis have come from Riku Nishida.
I would say so. The 2-1 pitch, Zane Morehouse, righty-lefty to Riku Nishida, who flies it away foul. Riku's made a couple gems. The one that sticks out to me, yes, maybe it's recency bias, the throw from Cole McConnell yesterday.
Yeah.
And then the relay from Mitch Jebb in the bottom of the 8th inning that might have saved the game.
Yeah, a couple pretty good plays from those guys.
Yeah, the defense was stellar yesterday when it needed to be because it wound up being the difference in the game.
Right.
2-2 to Nishida. Zane Morehouse steals away, and Riku takes up and away.
Well, Riku is pretty good at getting on base this season. He has walked a total of 13 times, which is good enough to tie for third on this team. He also has 26 hits this year as well with that 274 average. He's a guy that I thought, man, if you get a 220 average and a 350 OBP, he's going to be great. He's well exceeded those numbers.
3-2 to Riku. Zane Morehouse steals, and Riku slaps it in the ground to third. Fielded by DiMartini, the long throw across the diamond, just in time.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a fun little deke there over at first base. We got a long pause and finally a call to get Nishida out. And what did we see yesterday? Everything at first base was out yesterday. We've seen a lot of that here today too, but Pitchers League and a solid throw that was just the nick of time from DiMartini.
Well, from one Harbor Hawk All-Star infielder to another, Mitch Jebb, who had the go-ahead 2-run double yesterday in the 7th inning, comes up to the plate, first in runs, second in stolen bags, fourth in batting average. He has been special.
Yeah.
Hit into a 6-3 his first time up, shows bunt, pulls back, takes outside 1-0. Mitch Jebb has been Captain Clutch for these Harbor Hawks. One timely hit after the next, seemingly.
Yeah.
Michigan State product is batting from the left-hand side. The 1-0 pitch to Jeb. He takes a fastball called strike 1-1.
Jeb still has a goose egg in the whole home run category, but he's fourth in the league in batting average at .313. Has those 16 stolen bases, 30 runs, is first in the league by like 6.
I don't like to be this guy, but that is a situation where you can absolutely blame a ballpark for the reason being that he does not have any home runs. Yeah. As Jeb takes up high 2-1. He was robbed of a home run by the overhang.
No, you're right.
In right center field at Hartford.
Jeb, it's funny. There are teams, Zach, teams this season who have scored in total 102 runs. Orleans has scored 102 runs. Mitch Jeb has scored 30 alone.
Oh, hello. 2-1 to Jeb, and he hits it up the middle, over the glove of the pitcher, and into center field for a base hit, so making a 7-game hitting streak for Mitch Jeb.
Yeah, good piece of contact there for Jeb, getting it right over the glove of Morehouse as well. So Mitch Jeb does it again, gets another base hit, one of the hotter guys in his team, and he's sat in that 295 to 315 range for about the last month. So
it's a good place to sit.
Yeah, after starting 0 for 8 his Cape League season for the Harbor Hawks, he has been unstoppable.
From Mitch Jeb to Mike Sirota. Comes up to the plate 0 for 1 with a ground out to the pitcher Morehouse in the first inning. Sirota 0 for 4 yesterday, a rarity considering the season he's had with the Harbor Hawks thus far. Yeah. First pitch to Mike Sirota, breaking ball. Drops a little bit too high, called ball 1.
Yeah, take that guy high there on Sirota, and you see Mickey Garcia's zone has been there today. Anything a few inches above the belt, you're probably not gonna get that call, and so, again, Zach, as long as it's consistent, it's all right by me.
Mitch Jeb, definitely a threat to run. Wonder how much longer he sits off of first. Pitch Sirota takes inside, called strike 1-1. Jeb, 16 stolen bases on the year, only 4 shy of what he had all spring in East Lansing.
Yeah, that's the MO of this Harbor Hawk team. They lead the league in stolen bases by a wide margin, and they are going to send those guys at will.
1-1. Jeb a big lead off of first, and now going back is Morehouse. If you look at Jeb's stolen base numbers, he swiped 15 bags with the Kenosha Kingfish last summer in the Northwoods League in 49 games. He played 54 for Michigan State this past season, only swiped 20. He has swiped 16 bags in 29 games for the Harbor Hawks, and he's definitely thinking of swiping number 17 right now. 1-1 to Mike Sirota. Jeb a big lead off of first. The pitch, Sirota takes a little bit low. There goes Jeb. The throw to second base is not in time.
You know, Zach, it is impeccable, the speed that Mitch Jeb has, but almost more so the guys he's doing it against. You mentioned those numbers at Michigan, 54 games and 20 stolen bases. Coming into this one, 16 on Cape Cod in 29 games against, no knock on the Big Ten, but much better catchers here on Cape Cod than the Big Ten. This is an all-star baseball league. These are the best of the best behind the dish, and Mitch Jeb has made most of them look foolish.
Now a runner in scoring position for the Harbor Hawks is, here's the 2-1 pitching coming to Sirota. Morehouse checks off of second base. Jeb a huge lead. Here's the 2-1, and it plunks Sirota on the back.
Hello, OBP for Mike Sirota. He is okay, it looks like, and that OBP is going to go up just a little bit higher. Speaking of that, for Mike Sirota, 462 on-base percentage over the course of the last week.
That will certainly play in the Cape Cod Baseball League.
I love it. You know, if that happens in Major League Baseball, if a guy's former team that he just played for a couple weeks ago plunks him, you know, usually the dugouts clear out. But on Cape Cod, where it's an all-star league, you're just playing baseball in the summer, it's like, oh, hey, sorry, man, we're all still kind of friends just trying to raise our draft stock.
Well, that was one of the softer plunkings we have seen in the Cape Cod. It wasn't a particularly hard-thrown ball. But Cole McConnell with a runner on first, runner on second, as there's a meeting on the mound here for Brewster. Let's see how they choose to attack the number 3 hitter for the Harbor Hawks. DHing tonight, does have the first hit of the night for Hyannis.
Interestingly, for Morehouse in this ball game, just 1 walk through 2 1/3. 2 1/3. 2 1/3. Yeah, no S on that. 2 1/3. He's got a total of 49 pitches right now. 26 strikes, 23 balls.
Morehouse is seemingly the definition of a bend but don't break pitcher thus far.
Yeah.
Batter is Cole McConnell.
Doesn't mind to pitch around you a little bit and still try to stay in control.
Tough spot to pitch around with McConnell and Shawnuel, the next two up. First and second, one out. First pitch, McConnell takes a breaking ball, misses low, 1-0.
Yeah, and maybe after he's plunked a guy, and he does, again, he has that one walk, 24 balls to his 26 strikes. The 1-0 here from McConnell, unless you really, really like it, I'm at a 90% red light right here. Make him put one in the zone on you.
1-0 to McConnell off of second. Jeb off of first, Sirota. Jeb a big lead off of second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's the red light, and there's a called strike.
Played that on the outside part.
Cole McConnell, after a 6-game hitting streak, is now 0 for his last 3 games.
Whew.
Does have an RBI in that span. That came in the July 20th game in Hartford.
RBI number 18.
That would be the case. The 1-1 to McConnell. Fouls it away, 1-2.
Yeah, he is back in the hit column today, 1 for 1. Has a total of 30 hits on his season.
Not easy to do in the Cape Cod Baseball League, so congratulations to Cole McConnell. That will certainly play in next year's Major League Baseball draft.
Second on the team in hits, only behind Mitch Jebb, who came in with 35. Justin Hyannis has 27. He's still third on the team, hasn't been here in a week.
That man, Mitch Jebb, off of second. Mike Sirota, who just got hit by a pitch off of first. Righty-lefty, Morehouse deals the 1-2. McConnell lines it down the left field line. That could be hooking. That's going to drop, foul.
Yeah, foul by about 2 feet over there. And another big shout out to Mike Maynard, who's got the shot there so perfectly. The Harbor Hawks see another count run to 2 strikes, and with Cole McConnell at the dish, who again trying to cut down on his strikeout numbers, had a 2-2 for a count that he worked from 0-2 to 2-2 and got a hit in his first at bat. What can he do with 2 strikes here?
We shall see indeed. You remember against Chatham on Father's Day when that was called fair?
I do remember that. That was good.
Good times indeed. First and second, 1 out, the 1-2. Zane Morehouse checks off a second. Jeb goes a double steal, swing and a miss. The throw to second base way ahead of Sirota. They get him.
Well, they decided to go after Sirota at second because Mitch Jebb was so safe at third base, and it pays off for the Whitecaps. Strike him out, throw him out, the opposite of what you want with 2 on and only 1 down for the Harbor Hawks.
Well, that's not the way you want a third inning to end. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on after 3. No score on Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
With Hood Milk, you can trust your family is getting high-quality milk in every nutritious and delicious drop. It begins here on farms that Hood selects, with farmers who uphold the highest standards and who pledge to never use artificial growth hormones. And you'll see that care continue right to your home with our Light Block bottle, which protects the fresh taste of your milk. At Hood, we never stop caring about our milk because you never stop caring about your family. Always good, always Hood.
If you live here, fun is your thing. If you live here, tough is your thing. Smart is your thing. Caring is your thing. If you live in Massachusetts, community is your thing. Since 1972, the Massachusetts State Lottery has provided over $25 billion to help cities and towns with the things they need most. If you live here, giving is your thing.
The Battle of Wills continues. It's still scoreless through 3. Zach Berman, Drake Dole here at McKeon Park as Jake Berry comes back out for his 4th inning of work, and so far he's looked quite good.
Yeah, I like that Jake Berry guy. I don't know if he's just a big Christmas fan or what, but the guy is on one today. So far through 3 innings, he's only allowed 1 hit in total, and he's walked 1 guy. Control has not been a big issue whatsoever for Berry. He's also got 3 strikeouts to his name. I'm liking what Jake Berry is dealing right now. The big lefty out of Virginia. Tell you what, the Wahoos too, they got some pretty good baseball over there in the ACC. I don't know if you saw Locked On Baylor today either, but could the Baylor Bears be the next addition to the ACC?
You really think so?
Nope.
I was about to say.
Anything for content, Zach Berman. Anything for content.
Well, Ryan Lasco, a member of the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, a team that knows realignment quite well.
Yeah.
First pitch, Lasco takes outside ball one. Lasco grounded out to short his first time up.
Yeah, didn't.
1-0. Lasco takes a called strike. 1-0. Now it is Christmas in July, and you did mention last night Austin Takuda said he's not a big gift person.
Right, right.
What is the best Christmas gift you've ever gotten?
Oh, Zach, I got a dog one year. It's a Yorkie. It's senile now. It can't see or hear. That was a pretty good gift. Was a dog. Basketball hoop was, I think, my brother's, but I used the heck out of that.
2-1 pitch, and it's inside 3-1 to Lasco.
Yeah, everybody's gotten phones over the course of time. I think I got Spurs tickets one year. That was nice. I'm trying to think if there's like one big thing. Oh, this year, my parents paid for me to go to Cancun.
That's
on
a pretty good gift.
Fraternity beach trip, but for legal reasons, I have to stop talking.
That's a pretty good Christmas gift.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
3-1 pitch, and it breaks in, called strike.
Hey, good job on Barry to put that one right back on the upper part of the zone on Lasco. Oh, also a ski trip this past year, too. I did trips for Christmas.
Yeah.
You get older, you need less stuff.
I agree.
You know, so that's not I think it's a good part of getting older. You get clothes. Clothes are nice now.
Clothes
are
nice. The payoff pitch to 3-2, and Lasco fouls it away. I can tell you,
all right.
Look, I don't celebrate Christmas. I grew up Jewish. And
you grew up Jewish, or like what is that still?
Still, yeah.
Okay, whew, tiptoeing around that one.
But
how do you ask?
Best Hanukkah present I ever got. This is the one I'll joke about. I mean, now it's what? Clothes, trips, all that fun stuff.
Right,
the
right.
payoff pitch, the 3-2. Lasco swings and misses. That's a nice Christmas present. Thank you, Jake Berry. One down, 5 strikeouts. That ties his season high single game.
Bye-bye. Lasco, come on. He swung where the baseball wasn't. They specifically teach you as a child to swing where the baseball is. Huh, what a jokester.
Jake Berry gets one more strikeout, and he will eclipse his single game total this entire season.
Wow. So, your favorite Hanukkah present?
As Cam Fisher, who struck out in the second, steps in. In the winter of 2012, first pitch to Fisher, breaking ball called a strike. The New Jersey Devils had just won the Eastern Conference Finals. They lost to the LA Kings in the Stanley Cup Finals, and there was a lockout in the NHL. Season didn't start until early January. The 0-1 pitch is taken ball one low, and my dad got me an authentic New Jersey Devils Ilya Kovalchuk jersey. Ilya Kovalchuk, who they had just traded for a couple years prior, is the star of the team.
Yep.
Russian winger, scored a lot.
Zach, I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
1-1 pitch, breaking ball called a strike.
Really good breaking ball. You got some Russian hockey players.
Well, let me continue, because it gets kind of sad. Well, sad in my case, because Ilya Kovalchuk, who had been extended to the longest contract in NHL history.
Tell me
he's still alive. Okay. He's playing in Russia.
Okay.
But in the prime of his career, about 6 months after I got the jersey, the 1-2 taken up high, he retired from the sport of hockey.
Mm-hmm. Well, it makes the jersey worth more, though, Zach.
Yeah, it's still sitting in my closet somewhere.
I
have not worn it since.
Jersey Day is coming up.
It's still, no, I would never show my face in an Ilya Kovalchuk jersey again.
Yeah.
2-2 pitch, and it's chopped weakly foul.
Did you ask me what my favorite Christmas present was, just so you could get to your favorite Hanukkah present, being a Ursan Ilyasova jersey?
Hamilton tickets, also a very close second.
Hamilton, that's good. That's good. I got a birthday present. Senior trip was to New York, Philadelphia as well. Philadelphia slept on, Zach Berman. I like Philadelphia. It's a nice city.
2-2 pitch, and that one weakly fouled again by Cam Fisher.
Right through the 5-hole of Pancho Ruiz.
Yep, there you go.
There we go. That's a hockey reference.
reference.
I got a hockey jersey about 48 hours yesterday.
I saw it, yep. You got the Arizona Coyotes throwback jersey.
Sure.
The Kachina.
For $60, game worn, 90s. $60 for that, extra large adult. Not bad. Mint condition.
I'm a big jersey guy. So.
Yeah, well, you were born there, so.
That's also true. There you go. 2-2 pitch, lefty. Barry, good morning, good afternoon, good night, Cam Fisher. There you go.
That's my line.
Well, Cam Fisher strikes out, the 6th strikeout of the game for Jake Berry. That is officially the high mark for Berry in a single game this whole season.
You think he'll keep that baseball?
Well, I think he's going to go for 7. David Mendham got him for a single. To this point, that's the only Brewster hit.
Yeah, they do only have 1 hit up there, don't they?
They do only have 1 hit. It comes by David Mendham, who coming into today was 0 for his last 4 games. Big lefty bat out of Dorchester, Ontario. First pitch, and it's spiked. 1-0.
Oh, hey there, Mickey Garcia.
Okay.
You ever been to Dorchester, Ontario?
I've been to Dorchester, Massachusetts. Never been to Dorchester, Ontario.
Is that that's where he's from, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Making sure I heard that correctly.
Dorchester.
What do you know about Ontario, huh?
I've been.
Have
Never been to
you
Toronto?
Actually. I cannot say I've been to Toronto. No,
Great
sir.
city.
Never
Great
been to Canada,
city.
actually. Never been to Canada.
Great city. I would go back to Toronto in a second. Pitch called to strike 1-1.
This second, or would you stay at McKeon Ballpark?
I would
given
stay
the
at
chance?
McKeon
Okay.
Ballpark. But
It is Christmas.
Dorchester, actually nowhere near Toronto. It's a suburb of London, Ontario.
I think you mean London, England, my
No,
friend.
London, Ontario, London, Canada.
Nope, London's in England.
1-1 pitch, and that's ripped on the ground to second base. Nicely fielded by Riku Nishida over to first in time, and another 1-2-3 inning for Jake Berry. And we're scoreless through 3.5 here on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network, and now down to Briolasic.
Honor and support our troops who put themselves in harm's way.
All right, I'm here with assistant GM Zach Chase. Zach, you've spent a lot of time looking for these guys, trying to, build the team. What were some of the main things that you considered when doing that?
Well, I mean, it's 2 different things. I mean, for pitchers, you definitely want guys with a lower amount of walks, and you can't have too many hits. You can't get knocked around the yard. But walks is a bigger focus to damage anything that they would do to themselves, opposed to balls that guys hit. And in terms of hitting, it's almost the same way. You don't want guys that walk a lot, but you have to look at OBP and slugging percentage. You can't just get stuck on average. You have to be able to dig a little deeper, and also look at their schedules too. Who did they do it against? That's a big factor that people don't talk about enough.
Well, that strategy has definitely worked out for you this season. The Hawks are #1 in the Cape League right now. What's it been like to see the turnaround from only winning 8 games last season to now leading the entire league?
From my perspective, and I think from all of ours, you think Nick and Nasdaq, it's honestly been beyond what we ever imagined. I mean, we hoped, we thought we could be successful, but to actually be at the point where we are now, best record in the league, it sure does feel good for one thing, and yeah, it's something that I don't think we imagined, so it's been an amazing experience, no doubt about it.
Well, for the Harbor Hawks, you have a very important position as assistant GM, but recently you also had another promotion. You went from boyfriend to fiance. Tell us, how did you pop the question to your fiance, Kelly?
So Kelly and I, we went over to Prospect Park in Brooklyn. If you don't know New York City, you should go there. It's the most beautiful park in the city. But we were over by the pond. The pond near the boathouse, and I actually had to ask 2 people to move out of the way so that I could get the clear spot. But once we did, our friends were waiting on the other side of the pond for us. We had a nice dinner afterwards, took a bunch of photos. It was a great experience, and Kelly, I love you so much. I'm so happy to be your fiance.
Well, congratulations. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Zach, and Mazel Tov, Zach, as well. As
Opa.
Bottom of the 4th inning of play. Thank you, Bria.
Isn't that cute? Yeah.
Yeah.
Zach Chase, assistant GM Zach Chase, getting married. They grow up so fast.
Nolan Shotwell singled his first time up. Takes the first pitch called strike fastball. 0-1. No score between the Whitecaps and Harbor Hawks on Christmas in July night. Zach Berman, Drake Toll.
That's me.
Coming at you from the Tim Elstrom broadcast booth. Here at Judy Walden Scarfowl Field, the 0-1 pitch. Nice breaking ball there from Morehouse. Cut on a miss. 0-2. When's the Tessitore effect going to come into play?
Well, Zach, it is a 0-0 ball game, so things are about as close as they can get. Tight knit. I like this, though. A good old pitcher's duel. I enjoy these a lot.
Jake Berry has been dominant, and Zane Morehouse has done his thing, tiptoeing in and out of trouble. The 0-2 pitch, and Shotwell cuts on and misses on the high cheese.
Hello, welcome back to The Harbor Hawks, Nolan Shonwell, got the last 9 or so days off for Hyannis and trots back to the dugout. Had a base hit in his first at-bat, though, so 1 for 2 today, and now gives way to Pancho Ruiz.
Pancho worked a nice walk his first time up, and
it's funny, you got a couple guys in this team that are fluent in Spanish. So Pablo Ortiz, Pancho Ruiz, but prior to the game, Feliz Navidad comes on, and these two guys, Pancho and Pablo Ortiz, they belted it out together. The coolest thing from the dugout. They had all the guys in the dugout all kind of gathered around together. Everybody just having a great Christmas in July, playing all Christmas music for today's game.
1-0 to Pancho Ruiz. Morehouse gets his signs from Atkinson. Here's the pitch. Pancho fouls it away, 1-1. This is the only game left in the Cape Cod Baseball League tonight without a score. Bourne up on Falmouth 2-zip, Harwich up on Orleans 3-0, and then we got a pair of blowouts. YD 9-zip over Wareham.
Hello.
And Katuitt 7-1 over Chatham.
Wareham's kind of been bad lately.
Yeah, they're falling out of the race.
Yeah.
With precision.
Yeah. You don't think they're trying to, do you?
No. 1-1 to Pancho. That's hit to second base. Keister Fields fires to his right in time. 2 down.
Yeah, Pancho sat down on that one and gives way the lineup here to Dominic Patelli. Trying to spark a 2-out rally. You know, the Harbor Hawks have done plenty of damage this season on 2-out rallies.
Patelli has been an integral part of a couple of those as he comes back in. No longer wearing number 5, now wearing number 36. Dom struck out looking his first time. He's 0 for 1 today.
Yeah, the Harbor Hawks tonight against Morehouse have struck out 4 times through 3 2/3.
First pitch to Dom, and he fouls it away. 0-1.
Would like to specifically request that they do not do that again here. That Dom Patelli can hopefully stay alive. Maybe again spark one of those 2-out rallies. Patelli came into this game 25 for 99, 252 average, 3 home runs and 12 RBI.
Already 9 strikeouts combined. It's only the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah. How many outs come in? It's 12, 24 outs?
Yeah. The 0-1, breaking ball, misses a little bit high and away. 1-1.
Yeah, that was close there. Pretty darn good pitch from Morehouse at that. He's been on. Granted, the Harbor Hawks have 4 hits. They've been thrown around or thrown out on the base paths a couple of times. Cole McConnell ran into a single from Nolan Shonwell. And it's reminiscent of YD when YD had, 10 hits in Hartford?
Yeah. Broken bat, hit to second base. Keister fires in time. Another 1-2-3 inning. We got a pitcher's duel, folks. No score through 4 on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network, and I'm going to send it right back down baseline. Bria.
Thanks, guys. Called a little bit of a revenge game for Mike Sirota from Northeastern. He started the season in the Cape League with the Brewster Whitecaps and then was released and then signed with Hyannis. Now he's one of the hottest batters for the Harbor Hawks, batting .406 with 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, and has 5 multi-hit games coming into this one. Now, I talked to him before the game and asked him if, there's a little bit of an added pressure facing his former team, and he said that he doesn't really look too much into these kinds of situations. He is, however, a little bit superstitious. He said that he has a very particular routine when he gets inside the box. He has to take exactly 6 steps. That's about it, but it seems to be working pretty well for him. Back to you guys.
And we're going to send it to a quick break here when we come back. Top of the 5th here from McKeon Park. No score.
Traffic is treacherous. There's a fender bender on the pike. Gonna be a wicked commute. The expressway's backed up to the gas tanks. Gridlock. Crawl. Snarl. Jam up. Bottleneck. Log jam. 128 is a parking lot. You'll be late for supper tonight.
Keeping your car road ready is what we do best. At Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there.
Hey, we get you there too.
Having a 5G phone that's not on T-Mobile makes as much sense as playing ice hockey. Using pool noodles.
No score, top of the 5th. Logan Bravo will lead off here against Jake Berry. Now, his 5th inning of work. This is going to be the longest outing to date for Berry this season. First pitch, weakly chopped foul by Bravo.
Oh, Nick Johnson dove for that one, but just out of the range of the crafty center fielder.
And
Turned bat boy today.
Austin Strickland to retrieve the batted baseball.
Yeah, known singer Austin Strickland, unknown until the pregame today, sang the national anthem beautifully. That was one of the more shocking things that's happened this season.
That one bounced there by Berry, 1-1. No, it was a good performance. You take the bias out of it, and it was still a legitimately good performance.
I still, my mom was in shock. She's not even here. I was in shock.
1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Jake Berry still looking sharp in the 5th inning of play.
Looks like somebody's out there trying to get to our center field camera. You see that, Zach?
Who could that? I think that's Mike.
Oh yeah, he works for us. Never mind.
Mike Maynard, one of our wonderful producers out there in center field. The 1-2 pitch. High pop. Shallow right field. Coming on is Moore under it. Makes the catch. 1 down. And with that, Jake Berry has officially reached his longest outing of the season.
Gotta love it for Jake Berry, who, wow, has just continually got better and better this season. Again, I'm said it like a broken record, but it's the truth. I love what we're seeing from Jake Berry this year. He's a guy that came in and, again, not an overpowering presence in that dugout. He's not the guy that's got the karaoke machine busted out and leading everybody in party in the USA. Got a calm demeanor, just comes out, gets the job done.
First pitch, Grayson Tatro. Hello, swing and a miss on the breaking ball. And Jake Berry, I mean, I talked to Mazdak Darvari yesterday. His arm is going to be very pivotal for the playoffs.
Yeah. Zach, he's only got, this is his 3rd start this season. He's appeared 6 times, so.
0-1, foul tipped into the glove of Ruiz, quickly 0-2.
Played in relief a lot more often than he has started games.
Well, if he's working this quickly, then you said, I'm not sure if it was sarcasm or not, maybe he could get into the 6th. That's starting to look like it could be a possibility if he continues at this pace.
You're right.
The 0-2, Berry deals, swing and a miss. How about that? Strikeout, lucky number 7 for Jake Berry. 2 down.
Yeah, Grayson Tatro swung the bat where the ball was not and got nothing but air. So, pretty good stuff there from Jake Berry. Again, another strikeout.
I mean, we have an arm warming in the bullpen, but it doesn't seem like there's really that much action.
You know, Berry's first start this season, you know what it was?
What?
Final score 18-10.
Yeah.
That Bourne game.
That Bourne game.
So, was not the pitcher of record as.
Breaking ball called strike to Atkinson.
He only allowed 1 earned run in that appearance. So, his first 3 games were all in relief. He comes in against Harwich, though, in his 3rd relief appearance. Goes 4 innings of 1-hit work with 3 strikeouts. Since then, he's been a starter.
0-1.
And boy, howdy, has he been a solid starter. That Bourne game, where he goes 4 innings and 1 earned run. Orleans on the road in a 9-1 win. Goes 4 innings and 1 earned run. Today he has gone 4 innings and no earned runs and is still in this ball game. He's gone actually 4 2/3.
1-1 pitch. Berry deals and Atkinson takes a little bit low. 2-1.
I think Atkinson was kind of surprised. That was called a ball.
Atkinson flew out to first base in his first time up. No score. Top of the 5th inning. You're in a pitcher's duel of a ball game. 2-1, Jake Berry deals away, and it's hit on the ground to short. Backhanded by Patelli across the diamond, and way too easy for Dom. In time, another 1-2-3 inning for Jake Berry. 5 one-hit innings for the 6'10 lefty out of Virginia. No score through 4.5 on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network.
Bronk. What up, TB? What do you think my next move should be? Give it to me straight. Maybe it's just time I hang him up.
I got one word for you. Retirement. If you retire now, you're gonna be walking on soft sand in a week. Just come to Florida and feel the wind in your hair. Retirement is like winning another one. Maybe I'll even join you.
On the Spotty Network, this is what Tom heard.
If you retire now, you're soft and weak. Just come to Florida and win another one. Maybe I'll even join you.
Just go win another one.
Like it's that easy, Gronk. Maybe it is. I still feel like I have a lot to accomplish. My goal is to win one more. And Gronk's coming with me.
I'm retired from retiring? Mom, where are my football pants?
Don't trust big decisions to just any network.
Go with T-Mobile, the GO in 5G.
And I'm not soft or weak either.
T-Mobile is the leader in 5G.
Beautiful shot of Judy Walden Scarfowl Field on this Friday night. No score, bottom of the 5th. Brewster and Hyannis locked in a pitcher's duel. Zach Berman, Drake Toll. Now a quick look at the standings. First in the East Division. YD running away with it, 43 points.
Oh, jeez.
And second place, Brewster at 14, 15, and 6. A full 9 points back of YD.
Jeez.
But still in second place. Third place, a tie. Orleans and Harwich both deadlocked at 30 points. And then Chatham only 1 point back in the playoffs.
So Zach, with a Harbor Hawk win tonight and a Wareham Gateman loss, Hyannis will have clinched a spot in the playoffs this season.
Really?
Yep, as we go to the East standings, there you see it. And the gap is wide between Hyannis and Wareham. Wareham at the bottom of the league, and they're down by a wide margin right now.
Well, you want to talk about a gap that's not so wide. It's only a 3-point lead for the Hawks over the Kettleers, who are winning big tonight.
Game and a half for Hyannis, so if Hyannis were to lose tonight and Katuah were to win, it'd be a half-game lead for the Harbor Hawks.
Bourne a little bit further back now at 38 points, but it's really those three. Falmouth 5 ahead of Wareham, so the Commodores have carved themselves a nice little spot in that number 4 seed. And mathematically speaking, the Harbor Hawks can clinch a spot in the Cape Cod Baseball League playoffs for the first time since 2018 if they pull out a win tonight. Would a tie work as well? Or just a win?
Well, I think a lot of that depends on Wareham, but yeah, I think a tie would work as well.
Moore hits it on the ground to third. D. Martini across the diamond in time. 1 pitch, 1 out, and still.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge for Hyannis because you've got to this point, all teams on Cape Cod have played 35 games. It's game number 36. After this will be 8 games left. Hyannis, as we sit right now, has an 8-game lead. They could push that to 9 with a win or a tie, and that almost impending loss for Wareham right now as they currently sit down 9-1 in the bottom of the 6th at YD. So the sun is definitely a factor in that one.
Let's see, though, because Zane Morehouse has been
no
borderline
kidding,
untouchable. Gets the first out quickly and then gets Tito Flores to swing.
Well, and when the Hawks have been able to touch him, he's found his way out of multiple, I don't want to say scary situations, but
it's no score.
Multiple, sticky situations. He's been in a few times where he's seen some guys on base tonight.
Tito reached on an error his first time. The 0-1 pitch to Flores, swings and misses at that count quickly 0-2.
A big whiff there for Tito, trying to swing for the fences. We saw him hit quite a few home runs. He was the
one against Brewster.
Yeah, he had the clutch gene earlier this season, huh?
Yeah, he did, and Harbor Hawks ended up losing that game. They won the back-to-back against Brewster.
Right.
I wonder what the record is since that point. I got to put it together. The 0-2, Tito checks his swing. Did he go? They say he did not. 1-2.
Yeah, that's a pretty good call there. Just barely moved that one up a couple of inches, and now a 1-2 count for Flores. How well is he able to fight off a 2-strike count here against Morehouse, who's been, you've already said it, Zach, pretty lights out. 67 pitches, 40 for strikes, 27 for balls.
Efficient.
Yeah.
1-2 pitch to Tito Flores. Morehouse deals Tito, barely stays alive, fouls it away.
And this might be the last inning for Morehouse. You see, there's not really anybody in the bullpen, so maybe just let the guy go.
I mean, the Harbor Hawks have somebody warming. I think you let Barry start the 6th.
Yeah, maybe so. As sharp as he's been, Hyannis might just do that. So right now, sitting in the bullpen, tossing a couple balls around and stay sitting. He's now up as Isaiah Rhodes. Likely where the Harbor Hawks will go next.
1-2 pitch, Morehouse tries to freeze Tito on the breaking ball. He can't. 2-2. Isaiah Rhodes, the first guy up out of the pen tonight, out of Southern Mississippi.
Rhodes is another pitcher that's gotten progressively better for Hyannis. A lot of these guys in their first appearance we've seen guys get roughed up a little bit in game 1 and then come back and just be sharp.
2-2 pitch. Morehouse steals Tito. A high fly ball down the right field line. Into foul territory. Tetro makes the catch in foul grounds. 2 down to bring up Riku Nishida.
Well, I'm surprised, too, that Brewster hasn't had anybody up and throwing a baseball in the bullpen because you're about to see this Harbor Hawk lineup for the 3rd time. And it's a Hyannis lineup that is First in the league in team OBP, second in team average, first in runs, second in hits, first in triples. A squad that has been so good at the plate, as good as Morehouse has been. Seeing this squad a third time through, I'm not sure if I'd want that as a skipper.
Well, we'll see what Jamie Shevchik decides to do here, but first you got to contend with Riku, and if Riku gets on, then it's a very different situation because of his speed.
That's true.
Riku grounded into a 5-3 in the third inning. It's his only appearance up at the plate thus far. He takes the first pitch, called strike.
Remember that one time that Riku struck out looking on a pitch out?
Yeah.
That's been a long time ago.
It has been a
3
long
weeks
time
ago.
Yeah.
I was 14 years old.
There are some like very specific early season moments that you remember. Not just games, just moments.
Funky stuff that happened.
The 0-1 pitch, Nishida shows bunt and bunts it off his foot, foul 0-2.
I'm confident there are plenty of games. I say plenty. There are at least 2 or 3 that I don't remember hardly a lick of. I'm pretty confident in that.
Like, what are the moments you remember? You remember Rocco Pepe's homer on opening day.
Yeah, that was a big one. That was good.
You remember Ty Langenberg getting confused for Brandon Llewellyn and striking out 8 Chatham Anglers.
Yep, that was good.
You remember the walk-off wild pitch against Falmouth. And from there, there's kind of this big gap until Tito's homer and Brewster.
Tito, homer, Brewster. The leadoff homer against Harwich, and then their walk-off homer.
2-2, and did that get Nishida on the foot? Yes, it did.
All right.
Now they're going to talk whether Riku got swung through or not.
Okay, so Riku did not go.
He did not go, and that also hit him.
Sent him down to first base now.
Riku looks to be okay.
Yeah. Mickey Garcia checked it, made sure the third base umpire that Nishida didn't go. They said he did not. You see Nick Johnson yet again run through your camera screen right there. Your bat boy tonight.
Well, then after that Brewster home and home, the Chatham doubleheader with the Rocco Pepe triple that shouldn't have been.
Also, you think that's Jake Berry's dad right there? The 7-foot tall guy in the Virginia hat?
Could be.
Yeah. I'm going to guess that's it.
So,
just going to put my Massachusetts State Lottery ticket on that right there.
Well, now you have Riku Nishida on first base. And
Is he fast?
Oh, he might be fast.
Okay. How fast?
23 bags still? No, 22.
22.
22, the man at the plate, also quite fast. Expect Riku to go here with 2 outs. First pitch, Mitch Jebb hits it up the middle. A diving play by Diaz. He flips to second, not in time.
Diaz with an impeccable stop on that baseball. And I think it's a lack of awareness to not understand that Riku Nishida is standing at first base, the fastest guy on Cape Cod.
Well, truth be told,
Diaz too.
I don't know if you're getting Jebb from that position.
Yeah, probably not, but you at least got to try for that because there's no chance he was getting Riku Nishida. This season, Davis Diaz has 24 putouts, 39 assists, 8 errors, 887 fielding percentage, and maybe a lack of awareness there.
Well, I think you rule it a hit because of the difficulty of the play to begin with.
I concur.
But now you have the 2 fastest Harbor Hawks on base for Mike Sirota.
The hottest hitter at the plate, right?
Sirota, first pitch, lines into center field. That is going to get down for a base hit. Rounding third is Nishida, gets over the head of the center fielder, Lasko. Nishida scores. Rounding third is Jebb. He will score. Lasko can't handle the ball. Coming home is Sirota. The relay is cut off. A Little League 3-run homer for Mike Sirota as he gets revenge on his former team. And the Harbor Hawks take a 3-0 lead.
Say hello to Money Mike, Brewster. If you haven't heard of him, his name's Mike Sirota, and he started for you in left field against these Harbor Hawks, and he's now in a red jersey that says Harbor Hawks. That guy just hit a Little League home run, and Ryan Lasko pulled an Andrew Pinkney and let that ball go over his head, then forgot how to grab a baseball when it was on the turf. Relayed it in so late that Money Mike came all the way around to score. A 0-0 game with a little 2-out rally magic turns into 3-0 because Mike Sirota hit the ball to center field up over Ryan Lasko's head. What are they, did they roll it?
It is ruled a single.
No.
It is ruled a single. The matter is how many errors are being added to the point streak. But
yeah, Lasko's going to take about 6 of them there, I think, on that play.
So it is a single for Sirota. I don't know if it's an RBI. as McConnell lines that one foul. Now the count quickly 0-2.
It's definitely an RBI because Nishida
yes,
would have scored.
Nishida would have scored.
Nishida's at second.
Okay, so it is an RBI single. And then the
one RBI.
One RBI, the second and third runs come unearned, and the Harbor Hawks a 3-0 lead. One error on the play.
One error to create an inside the park home run. Don't see that too often, do you? A single, one error to create an inside the park home run.
The 0-2 pitch now to Cole McConnell, and it's taken outside 1-2. So how many times have we seen it? Errors wind up being the Harbor Hawks' best friend.
Hello. Morehouse right now has seen 3 runs score in this game, and none of them are earned to this point. Well, okay.
One of them is earned.
Yeah, the point streak has 3 runs, has 1 run scored, so we'll see when that updates.
1-2 taken up high. Well, that really, you know what it speaks to? Don't let Riku Nishida get on base.
Yeah.
And then don't let the 2 fastest Harbor Hawks get on base with 2 outs.
No earned runs from Morehouse.
No earned runs for Morehouse.
And Sirota doesn't get an RBI. Riku Nishida would have scored easily from second base right there.
So Sirota doesn't get an RBI, but he does get the single.
That's really surprising. And Nishida's the fastest guy on Cape Cod. He was going home no matter what.
Anyway, the 2-2 pitch, and it's spiked from Morehouse, and count will run full. You got to feel for Zane Morehouse. This should be a 1-0 game.
I got to feel more so for Mike Sirota, who now is 1 for 2 today and does come around for a run. Mitch Deb scores his 31st run of the year, but also pretty clear-cut RBI for Sirota against his former team. Hopefully they change that one.
Well, we'll see what they go with, but the 3-2 pitch from Zane Morehouse to Cole McConnell. Morehouse deals on a weekly, chops it. Morehouse fields, fires in time to retire the side, but once again, Drake, you mentioned it. 2-out magic, strikes again for the Harbor Hawks. A hit by pitch, a single, and then a Mike Sirota single that wound up all the way in center field, scores all 3 runs, and Jake Berry will trot back out onto the mound with the Harbor Hawks up 3-0 through 5 on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network.
My family earns respect.
My family clears bases.
My family breaks records.
My family wins MVPs.
My family gives everything.
My family makes history. My family wins championships.
There's no family. There's no family.
There's no family.
There's no family like my family. Join the fam.
Join the fam.
Join the fam.
So Jake Berry exits and Isaiah Rhodes will enter. So let's look at the stat lines for Berry here in a 3-0 Harbor Hawk lead. Zach Berman, Drake Toll. Jake Berry, 5 innings, 1 hit, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts.
Wow.
Yeah, best
Berry,
start of the year for Berry by far.
Absolutely. Bar none, his best start of the season. And Berry out of the starting role has been pristine. He's got a total now of 13 innings for the Harbor Hawks when he starts through 3 starts and 2 earned runs in those 13 innings. That is a sub-2 ERA. It's like a 1.56 ERA if I'm guessing off the top of my head, which I am.
Welcome to the game, Isaiah Rhodes, the 6'1 righty out of Hattiesburg, Texas, the Southern Mississippi product. 4 games in ERA of 1.68, 9 strikeouts.
Is that Hattiesburg, Texas? Is that real? Or you promise me right now?
I promise
You're
you.
You're
It's
not
real.
kidding me.
You know what else I can promise you is real? 9 strikeouts to 2 walks.
Isn't Southern Miss in Hattiesburg?
Yeah.
So he went from Hattiesburg, Texas, and said, I'm not ever leaving Hattiesburg.
That would be the case.
Except I will live in another town called Hattiesburg, and goes from Hattiesburg, Texas to Mississippi. You promise that's real. If I look it up
Yes,
right, if I do
there's a
Google,
Hattiesburg, Texas.
and that's
You
where
went to
Isaiah
school in
Rhodes-
Texas. Come
I
on.
do that. Yeah, no, I do. I've got to be honest with you here, Mr. Zach Berman. They're about to carry the 1 to 3,000 towns in Texas. So.
Okay, I got to tell you something.
Yeah, tell me something.
I think Point Streak might be wrong. I don't know if there is a
Point Streak.
There is no
Point Streak's
Hattiesburg,
wrong?
Texas. There's no Hattiesburg, Texas. There's Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and that's where Isaiah Rhodes hails from.
Yep. Look, I'm glad that we had that conversation. He's from McKinney High School. That I have been to. I have been to McKinney. His birthday was 20 days ago, by the way, July 2nd.
First pitch hit on the ground. A diving stop by Jeb, and they're going to call it a foul ball.
They called that foul?
They called that foul.
Granted, Mitch Jeb
might not have made the play.
He probably doesn't make that play. That's very 50-50 for Mitch Jeb, but ooh, that looked pretty fair when it crossed the bag to yours truly.
Okay, well then, I mean, regardless, a heck of an effort by Jeb as Davis Diaz, the number 9 hitter.
Yeah.
Take away the theatrics, it's just an 0-1 count.
It is that. Now, that's a great point you make there.
Rhodes, and now time is called as there is a baseball from the Brewster Arm Barn that has entered the field of play.
Yeah, well, wouldn't you know it, Zach Berman, as we sit right now, there are 5 games live in the Cape Cod Baseball League, and all 5 just went completely dead because Mickey Garcia yelled time so loud that every ballpark on Cape Cod and Wareham heard him. That guy right there is a pro's pro.
Well, the folks fixing the lights in Wareham even called time. The 0-1 pitch, and Diaz fouls it again. The
Speaking
count
of,
0-2.
Are those fixed?
Yes,
they
are fixed.
Okay.
The home run hitting contest, not the derby, the home run hitting contest.
The contest in which players will come out to our field and hit home runs. Is
5 o'clock tomorrow night. First pitch of the All-Star game at 6.
I've got questions. 5 o'clock home run hitting contest. 6 o'clock baseball game.
Yes.
How are you going to do that? You got to just like, hey, if you get one swing, it's either a home run or you go home.
0-2. Just missing outside is Rhodes in the count 1-2.
And not to mention, there's only 5 guys, there's 6 guys. 2 of the 3 guys from the West Division both come from Katuitt.
5 guys, you making me hungry for burgers? Come on.
Peanuts, I've never been to a 5 Guys.
You've never been to a 5 Guys?
No, sirree. Never once. I've been to a Duck and Waffle.
1-2 pitch, and that misses a little bit up and in.
Absolutely.
2-2.
Great pitch. Absolutely great pitch from Isaiah Rhodes. Really good stuff. And again, Mickey Garcia is so crisp behind the plate. He doesn't miss very often, but I think that one, that was in there, Zach. 2-2
pitch again. Rhodes deals, and it's fouled off of Poncho. We stay 2-2.
Poncho tried to barehand that one. The lefty.
Would have been a heck of a play as Dan Johnson now runs out, gets the ball, sprints back.
The lefty
Johnson is to the 30. He's to the 20. He ducks inside the dugout. 10-5 touchdown.
Johnson.
Are you trying to do the Joe Buck?
Mitchell. That's the Mitchell.
Mitchell
That is what that is.
down to the 25. 2-2 pitch and swing and a miss. So the strikeout that was seemingly inevitable for Isaiah Rhodes comes to fruition. 1 down in the top of the 6th.
Well,
are you a Joe Buck guy?
You know what they say, bye-bye Miss American Pie. And in this
Drove
scenario,
my Chevy to the levee.
Bye-bye to
Davis Diaz.
Are
you a Joe Buck guy?
No, I'm Drake Toll, actually. I
am. I like Joe Davis a lot, and I think he's going. Joe Davis, who's the new voice of the World Series, the All-Star Game, as Carson DeMartini comes in. First pitch, DeMartini outside.
You big Joe Buck guy?
I think when you hear Joe Buck's voice, there's something in your mind that goes, big game. You hear his voice, and you just kind of associate it with this game carries significance. Joe Buck now, of course, off of baseball and is now the new voice of Monday Night Football.
Yeah, isn't that funky?
1-0 weekly chop foul 1-1.
Guy goes from Super Bowls to Monday Night Football.
ESPN's going to have some Super Bowls now with the new rotation.
Really? I didn't know that. That is news to yours truly.
Buck and Aikman will get Super Bowls.
Guess I don't keep up with everything that happens in the broadcasting world as much as I should. Sorry, STAA.
Well, I'll give you a good one after this 1-1 to Carson DeMartini, who's 0 for 2. And it's lined to right field, down for a hit. You know, you guys at Baylor, you get a lot of college football games on Fox, and I'm sure you've gotten your fair share of Joe Davis because he's been the number 2 guy. Joe Davis is getting bumped to the NFL now with Buck leaving, so your new voice for a lot of these big college football games after that Gus Johnson crew, one of my favorite announcers of all time, Jason Benetti, who is supposedly in talks with Fox as we speak.
Zach, a lot of this is foreign to me. I'm going to need you to put it to me in Harbor Hawk baseball terms.
There's a runner on first, and Kevin Keister is at the plate.
No, that doesn't explain anything to me right here. That's this. I'm talking about whatever you just spat out from a broadcast standpoint. Explain it, but it has to do with Harbor Hawks.
Oh, boy, you're putting me in.
Like, Mag Del Cotto was the starter. Now he starts for Brewster. So the Harbor
Mike
Hawks
Sirota was the starter, and now he's getting started. He's starting for Brewster. Now he gets bumped to Hyannis and put in a bigger role. There.
Okay, sweet.
1-0 to Keister, outside 2-0.
So that's good for
Jason,
Hyannis.
yes.
It's not good for Brewster.
Well, yes and no, because Joe Davis isn't leaving Fox. He's just leaving college football.
That would stink. Why would you ever want to do that?
Well, some people like the NFL more.
Okay. What's this guy's name again?
Jason Benetti, outside
No.
Joe Davis.
Yeah,
The voice of the Dodgers, also the voice of...
Nope, I think you're thinking of Vin Scully.
Well, Joe Davis took over.
Yeah. Joe Davis is number 2 for Fox College Football, the Big 12?
Yeah, it was him and Brock Huard.
Okay, I'll believe you. I mean, I'm not... Yeah.
3-0 pitch. That's
Wow.
a low ball 4.
All right, 4-pitch walk from Isaiah Rhodes, not the most fun thing. So Gus Johnson is the number 1
yes, he
for
is.
Fox. Okay.
Gus Johnson is great.
Yeah.
You know, as an SEC guy, it kind of stinks that I don't get to hear enough of him.
Big noon kickoff, man. Baylor had one of those. Bob Stoops came and watched the Baylor Bears rush the field twice against Oklahoma.
Actually, I'm going to be going to a big noon kickoff game. Not as a
Baylor?
broadcaster. No, I'm going to Texas, Alabama.
Oh, why?
I got a buddy down in Austin. First pitch. There's a strike to Ryan Lasco, the count 0-1.
Very nicely done, Isaiah Rhodes. Pretty tough part of the lineup to deal with here, Ryan Lasco. Lasco did strike out the last time he was at the dish, though.
Lasco also responsible for the 3 Hyannis runs.
Yeah, he did do that, didn't he? But nobody got an RBI for it.
Nobody got an RBI.
No sirree.
Off of second, DeMartini off of first, Keister. 0-1 pitch, low and in.
Keister's a contender for all-name team. What was the guy's name? Not Will Sandy. Pretty good name, though. What was the first guy that we really thought was significantly all-name team?
Oh, my gosh. It was like Cross Factor.
Cross Factor. That's exactly who it was.
1-1 pitch called a strike outside corner for Rhodes, and the count 1-2.
Cross Factor got cut pretty early, too, if I remember correctly. Where's Cross Factor now, you think?
I mean, I love that name.
Cross
Factor.
11 games for Falmouth. He's 24 years old, by the way. Cross Factor. No longer all-name team. He's been taken off the ballot, actually.
1-2 pitch. Isaiah Rhodes to Ryan Lasco. Rhodes deals. Lasco swings and misses. Boy, that slider can get you, and it got Lasco 2 down here in the 6th.
Ryan, man, you gotta swing where the baseball is. It's wherever the ball is, and if it's outside of where the zone part is, then you try to not swing at it. So victim again to the strikeout. Trying to warn.
With 2 out in the 6th, that brings up a man that's been victim to the strikeout twice tonight, Cam Fisher.
These Harbor Hawks are doing the strikeout thing quite a bit. They got 8 of them right now.
8 of them. Runners on first and second. Fisher, the tying run here in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch, Fisher takes, called strike outside corner, 0-1.
A little fastball there from Isaiah Rhodes. Would you call Isaiah Rhodes? What would you call that arm slot he comes from?
I'll try and give you a better description after this 0-1. Runner off of second, DeMartini off of first, Keister.
Yeah, really do a really good look at it right here. Dial in. That's a true sidearm.
That's a true sidearm and a strike. He doesn't wind up full sidearm, but I'd say maybe about a quarter of a way through the windup. He switches from a conventional windup and almost turns the arm clockwise.
I don't remember really the windup. The stretch, though.
So out of this, yes, you got to watch the stretch here.
Everybody intently watch this 0-2. Watch what Isaiah Rhodes does with his arm, the right arm specifically. Look at it, pockets it, pocket, in the back pocket.
Swing and a miss. Isaiah Rhodes, have yourself a 6th inning, works in and out of trouble as he sidearms his way out of a 2-out or two runner, 1-out jam. There's 5.5 innings of play. 6 hits for the Hawks, 2 hits for Brewster, but 3-zip our score on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network.
What are you looking forward to?
Adding a takeout window.
And more locations.
Paying off my student loans.
Juggling my 4 small businesses and staying sane.
Raising my allowance.
Finishing my painting and starting the next one.
Catching a keeper. Cashing anything.
Making the most of my retirement. Checking my balance and hopefully having one.
Whatever you want for your family, your business, or your community, talk to us at Cape Cod 5 because we're looking forward to helping you.
This is your time. to change your career, to advance your skills, to follow your dream. Curry College Continuing and Graduate Studies. Tomorrow is coming. Be ready.
Coke Zero is now Coke Zero Sugar, with great Coke taste. Some people were excited to hear the news. Some were skeptical. So we're not going to have the star of the show you're watching come out and say, "You'll love it." No special jingle written by this week's hottest pop star. No famous internet celebs who happen to be holding the label just so. Okay, maybe just one little pour shot. The only thing that will make you believe Coke Zero Sugar has great Coke taste is trying it yourself. Ice cold Coke Zero Sugar. Try one today.
We got a new pitcher here in the top of the bottom of the 6th inning as Hunter Owen enters. Hunter Owen, a junior out of Vanderbilt.
They call him H.O.
Only two.
Ho, if you will. Hello, everybody. Happy Christmas in July.
Hunter Owen, 2 outings so far for Brewster.
Get ready for Hanukkah in August. It's gonna be nuts.
He's got an ERA of 6 in 2 innings, allowed 2 earned runs in his last appearance, an eventual 5-4 loss to YD.
Playing Blue Christmas by Elvis Presley over the course of the night tonight a couple times.
Unbelievably so.
It's my grandma's favorite Christmas song. Do you know that?
No. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Oh, it's got to be Little Drummer Boy. You know what, though? I've been on a Silent Night kick recently. Sleep in Heavenly Peace?
Okay,
Jeez,
my
come
favorite.
On. Yeah, what's your favorite Christmas song?
Christmas All Over Again by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
I lied to you. Oh, Holy Night. Christmas, what? How does that one go?
Christmas all over again.
Zach, I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say that was their favorite Christmas song.
I'm a big Tom Petty guy. What can I tell you?
I got bad news about that guy.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
2-0 the count now on Shotwell.
You know what the worst Christmas song of all time is, since it's Christmas in July?
It's the McCartney song, isn't it?
No, The Moon is Right?
Yeah.
The Moon is Right. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time? That's what you're talking about, right?
2-0 Shotwell against the red line called to strike.
Yep.
You know what's unbelievable?
What is unbelievable?
Point Streak, for some reason, has Vanderbilt University listed as in Nashville, Maine.
Yeah, no,
I don't think there is a Nashville, Maine.
Yes, there is. They moved it. They moved Nashville.
Is it like that one episode of SpongeBob? We're going to take Nashville and push it somewhere else?
Yeah. Also, you see that foul ball hit a car back there. It looks like a maroon SUV, Maryland plates. That's a shame.
I thought you were going to say silver Subaru with jersey plates.
No. That's your car.
2-2 pitch. Shotwell hits the breaking ball to short, fielded by Diaz, throws across the diamond, in time, 1 down.
So it's got to be, do they know it's Christmas time?
By
Band-Aid. It's Band-Aid. 1984, I believe. They do this. They bring all these artists in, like Sting and stuff. They do. It's almost like a We Are the World, as Poncho comes to the dish. But they do it for Christmas, and they ask if people in Africa know that it's Christmas time, and they say that there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas. Not true, by the way. That the greatest gift they'll get this year is life. Nothing ever grows, no rain or rivers flow. So throw the Nile out the window. The Tigris, the Euphrates, get out of here.
First pitch, Poncho Ruiz takes one in on his hands, called ball 1.
It is squarely the greatest gift they'll get this year is life, is an actual line in that song. Do they know it's Christmas time? And they play that willingly on radio stations still today. So worst Christmas song. What's your least favorite again?
1-0 to Poncho, called to strike. My least favorite is the McCartney. I think it's extremely overplayed. I take that back. My favorite.
Okay. Oh, we got a couple.
My favorite is Santa Claus is Coming to Town, specifically the Springsteen version.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one. You're a big Springsteen guy,
Well, of course.
too.
He's a Jersey Shore guy. So am I. Poncho lines it to left field. That's down for a hit. Poncho Ruiz.
And very
He's
good.
starting to heat up at the plate a little bit.
Very good on Fisher out in left there to corral that one. Cameron Fisher, shout out to you for corralling that right in front of you. Hometown Knoxville, Tennessee for that guy. He plays for Charlotte now, played for Ole Miss once upon a time. Don Patelli comes to the dish. How about it? You mentioned it. He was 36 earlier this year. Then he said, just kidding, I'm going to be number 5.
And now he's
the
back
red
to
jersey,
36.
Yeah, he's 36. You know why that is?
I bet they didn't have a number 5 in red.
No, I bet they ordered these red jerseys based on their numbers about a month ago.
Right.
And he was still number 36 back then.
Poncho's got hits in 4 out of his last 5.
Hey, Poncho.
First pitch called to strike
now,
to Dom.
Tell me some good news. Poncho's pretty fast over at first base, right?
Well, he might be faster than me.
Maybe, yeah. No, that's a good point. You have any stolen bases back when you played?
No.
Really?
The 0-1 pitch taken a little bit low, called ball 1.
Miss by much.
From Hunter Owen.
I scored from first to home one time. Bunch of wild pitches. I was known for my theatrics on the base path.
1-1 pitch, breaking ball drops in, called strike. That is a big curveball, probably the biggest we've seen since Ty Good.
This was before I got cut, by the way. So, tough subject for me, the whole baseball thing.
Not the same Hunter Owen as the former Pittsburgh Pirates right fielder, the 1-2, fouled straight back to the screen. I saw somebody flinch.
Can you confirm that?
No, Hunter Owen. You have a different Hunter Owen.
Okay. Double checking there.
Hunter Owen is a native of Maine. Okay.
Yep.
Native of South Portland, Maine. Went to South Portland High.
What do you know about South Portland High?
I couldn't tell you anything. I've been to South Portland 1-2 and weekly staying alive as Patelli.
South Portland High is where they filmed Desperate Housewives. Well, South Portland. South Portland High was in it because they had to have a high school in the show.
Out of high school, he was Maine's top-ranked overall player.
Yeah. I'm going to Maine on Sunday, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Go see a lighthouse.
1-2 pitch, taken up high, 2-2.
Good eye there from Dom. Seeing that one about chest level. Pretty good frame, too, from Morehouse, who's not in the game anymore. But you wouldn't know if you were looking at Point Streak, the official scorebook of the game.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th, 3-0 our score. The 2-2, and that's a called strike 3. Patelli knew it the second it crossed the plate.
Yeah, good call there from Mickey Garcia. But
right fielder from Tennessee.
I haven't quite gotten an update on that. You know what? Let me put my head in there.
That brings up Christian Moore. Moore in this one, 0 for 2, a strikeout in the 2nd, and a ground out in the 5th. Lefty-righty, Hunter Owen deals the first pitch to Moore. He swings away. I'm sure these two have seen each other.
Yeah, probably so. A little Vandy, Tennessee action. Was a pretty fun series in that one now that Tennessee has gotten really good at baseball thanks to the addition of Tony Vitello.
I think Vandy will be right back there next year.
Yeah.
Vandy doesn't typically stay down for long.
Still made it to the postseason. Decent run in the post. They made it to the Super Regional. Am I correct?
Yeah, they did. 0-1 inside to Moore, 1-1.
You also see kind of the views of the ballpark here around tonight. Pretty good crowd that's stuck around here in Hyannis. And Mag Del Cotto's dad, Mag Cotto, sitting down there. And big portion of Mag's family is all sprinkled in throughout the ballpark today. So great to see him. They're here for the All-Star break where their son will start the game tomorrow.
Special moment for the Cotto family. The 1-1 pitch, Moore hits it on the ground. A nice play at first base by Mendham. He will take it to the bag, 3 unassisted. So the 1-out single from Poncho doesn't come to pass. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on after 6. 3-0 Hawks on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network.
With Hood Milk, you can trust your family is getting high-quality milk in every nutritious and delicious drop. It begins here on farms that Hood selects, with farmers who uphold the highest standards and who pledge to never use artificial growth hormones. And you'll see that care continue right to your home with our Light Block bottle, which protects the fresh taste of your milk. At Hood, we never stop caring about our milk because you never stop caring about your family. Always good, always Hood.
Gannon's Tavern is the home of incredible wings, handcrafted cocktails, ice-cold beer, and Keno. Their innovative tavern menu features seafood, great sandwiches, steaks grilled to perfection, and stunning specialty dishes. There's no better place to watch your favorite New England pro football team than Gannon's Tavern, in their large bar or outside on their covered deck, complete with TV and sound. Gannon's Tavern, 959 Burses Way, Hyannis. Like them on Facebook and Instagram.
See you soon at Gannon's Tavern.
Top of the 7th inning, 3-0. Yeah, I do hear that.
You hear that? They are playing. Do they know it's Christmas time?
I thought you
Over
were.
the loudspeakers.
I thought you were gonna.
Mark is a genius over there. He's been listening to the broadcast. He knew what we were talking about. Pays homage to my least favorite Christmas song. That's funny. That's good. That's amazing.
I thought you were trying to set it up with the "Do you hear what I hear?" No.
No. That's not the song that's playing. It's Do They Know It's Christmas Time. Speaking of Christmas time, Merry Christmas to you, Zach. Look at the scores around the league.
Merry Christmas indeed. Well, it's not a great Christmas if you're a fan of Chatham, Bourne, Wareham, or Orleans. And boy, do I have news for you. Hold on. Zach Chase just announced it. I did wonder, hey, if Wareham loses, does Hyannis clinch regardless of tonight's game? And the answer to that would be yes. And ladies and gentlemen,
Corona's coming in the second spot in the lineup.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks.
And he's got a cat.
He's got a what?
So George Corona is coming in and catching. So Corona's catching, but I'm actually going to bring Zach Chase into the booth. And Zach, the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, for the first time since 2018, are headed back to the Cape Cod Baseball League playoffs.
Your words to God's ears, Zach Berman. That's absolutely correct. The Harbor Hawks are headed to the postseason. No matter how these final games finish, we know that our Hawks will have a chance to lift home the Mycock Trophy when we are all done in a few weeks.
The Harbor Hawks, hey, they have not won a championship since 1991, but you know, we've seen some droughts broken across the sports world in the last couple of years. The Cubs went how long without a title?
And the most important thing to note, Zach, of all, is that the Cape Cod Baseball League playoffs, there is no rhyme or reason. There is no, like, maybe this team should win. It's throw it all up to chance. So, of course, Hyannis has as good a chance as
anybody else,
given how well they have performed so far this season. So, I think everyone associated with the team should be very excited at the prospects of a hopefully long and fruitful postseason run.
Well,
when
first
it's
of
all
all,
said and done.
Well, first of all, Zach, congratulations to you and Nick and Mazdak, because you guys are the architects of this team. As Isaiah Rhodes back in for the second inning of work for him. That's a high fly ball center field. McConnell that is Sirota. So used to McConnell being in center. Sirota makes a nice catch. Not looking too far out for McConnell, one down.
I was going to say, he looked a little bit like Cole McConnell. Nice back pedal there, a couple feet from the fence. Looked like he could fall down, but nope, had stayed right on his feet, made a nice catch out there.
Well, I take that back. It is not Sirota or McConnell. It is, in fact, Nolan Shonowell in center field making that play. How about Nolan?
Yeah, that was not who I was expecting to be making that play in center field either.
What a play that was. So Logan Bravo steps in. First pitch, a called strike, in the count 0-1. Zach Berman, Zach Chase. Two Yankee fans named Zach from the state of New Jersey. And Zach, I do have to tell you, mazel tov, congratulations on the engagement.
Oh, well, thank you, Zach. Much appreciated. You know, in the hubbub of the season, sometimes it's hard to find time for yourself. But to be able to, you know, have that time with Kelly and be able to, take the strike, for us to be able to get that in and have such a wonderful moment, it really was outstanding, and I couldn't be happier to have a person to spend the rest of my life with. So, I mean, we know we're all about baseball, but a nice bit of personal news from me too.
The 0-2, that's crushed right center field. That's headed towards the gap, and it is off the top of the wall for Logan Bravo, who's going to park at second with a one-out stand-up double. Good piece of hitting there.
Yeah, that was well hit. That was hit on a rope. Landed a few feet, as you saw, on the fence, and I'm honestly surprised he went into second base so slowly there. I mean, Harbor Hawks were a little bit slow getting to the ball there, but Bravo still pulls into second with a nice-looking stand-up double.
That brings up Grayson Tatro. 3-0 Hawks, top of the 7th inning, and now you're playing for seeding. That is the big if at this point, is who do you match up with best? As Grayson Tatro comes in. First pitch, Tatro, outside, ball one, and you got 3 teams to not necessarily choose from. You got Falmouth, so Wareham losing, does that eliminate the Gatemen mathematically?
I think it just means, Zach, that they cannot catch the Harborhawks. So I believe that Wareham is still alive to make a playoff appearance.
1-0, pitch swung on and missed from Tatro, 1-1, nice breaking ball from Rhodes. So Wareham losing, they're now going to be 7 points back of Falmouth because Falmouth is winning right now if Falmouth holds on. So Falmouth can lock that up, so it would either be Falmouth, Bourne, or Cotuit.
And you know, it's going to be tough for Wareham to catch them, given despite their loss to the Hawks yesterday, how hot Falmouth has been lately.
Falmouth has been en fuego. Meanwhile, a 1-ball, 1-strike pitch incoming. Isaiah Rhodes checks back off a second. There's a pickoff move, and it gets into center field. And going to third is Logan Bravo, and Isaiah Rhodes thought about it for a second and just fired it a little bit too hard.
You know, the thing about the pickoff move to second, Zach, is that you cannot hesitate. It's a very different throw from the throw to first or the throw to third because you have to turn completely around. So if you're going to do that, you need to be sure of where you're throwing and sure your guy's going to be there. And needless to say, that was a tough play, and Rhodes lets the ball go a little bit, and you see it fly into center field. 1-ball,
1-strike, 1 out, the 1-1. Chop foul, 1-2. So now anything can score the run. A wild pitch, a ball in the infield, a sacrifice fly. Grayson Tatro 0 for 2, a flyout and a strikeout. It's been, up to this point, a very well-pitched game for the Hyannis Harborhawks. And I do have an update for you, Drake. I know you're somewhere. Mike Sirota has been given an RBI.
We were all very excited when we heard, or rather surprised excited when we heard that.
1-2, driven to right, down the line. Farrett is trouble, and it lands fair up against the wall. That's going to score the runner Bravo easily, and you trade a runner at second for a runner at second. It's an RBI double for Grayson Tatro, and Brewster is on the board here.
Another ball hit pretty hard, Zach. That one right down the line, and Brewster bringing a run in. And now, hey, here comes Eric Beatty because the tying runs at the plate, and you know it's getting to the danger zone.
So here comes Eric Beatty, and with that, we're going to send it to a break. Once again, Zach Chase, thank you so very much for joining the booth. Congratulations, and the Harborhawks are postseason bound for the first time in 4 years.
When it comes to buying or selling a home, you need a partner, not just an agent. For over 50 years, Gibson Sotheby's International Realty has set the standard in excellence and performance. A seasoned team that has thrived throughout all markets. Our agents live and work in your neighborhood and understand you. We are over 170 agents strong, backed by an in-house marketing team and global reach that is second to none.
From studios to penthouses, purchasing to renting, our team provides unparalleled real estate services.
This is your time to change your career, to advance your skills, to follow your dream. Curry College continuing in graduate studies. Tomorrow is coming. Be ready.
I'm defeated, feel mistreated. I'm so angry, I'm singing a song. 'Cause I'm paying so much for home internet, and that's just wrong.
I've got T-Mobile home internet. I feel happy.
Great.
Very happy.
Good for you.
Look how much money I'm saving right now.
Wait, really?
There's no hidden fees, no price hikes, one cord.
Bro, wow.
Internet without BS.
Well, from a chase in the booth to a chase on the bump. Chase Santala enters the game in a bit of a precarious spot, tying run at the plate.
Yeah. So one of those chases has a last name Chase, one of them has a first name Chase.
But to this point, Drake told, Chase Santala, in relatively limited time on Cape Cod, has made a name for himself. Out of University of Central Florida, in 3 games, he's gone scoreless, 4 strikeouts to 1 walk.
Yeah, has been just shy of perfect. Santala is solid. I know these guys really like what they get out of him, and the pickup of Santala, no way. No way. No way. They're playing Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney. The moon is right. Zach Berman, the moon is right. But Centala,
I don't think the moon's out tonight.
Florida guy that Coach Kevin Ohm and Eric Beatty both got here to Hyannis. Originally played for Florida, actually, before going to Central Florida. 4.85 ERA there in the spring, 52 innings. Total of 56 strikeouts.
So after 2 straight doubles, the Harbor Hawks are a little bit of trouble here as Chase Centala greets a man also named Chase at the plate, Chase Atkinson, with a called strike 1. 3-1 Hawks, top of the 7th inning. The 0-1 pitch, Centala deals away, and it's called a little bit low, 1-1. So the fielding changes that I can now confirm. Shotwell is in center field. Poncho is back at first. Corona is behind the plate, and Sirota out of the game.
Yeah.
Now that we have you all caught up, 1-1. Called a strike outside corner. Chase Centala up 1-2 in the count. Freezing myself up there.
Would be surprised if anything changes in the batting lineup. Should still be Sirota in there, but at the DH spot now.
Well, we shall see. I believe I heard our home plate umpire say that Corona will be batting second.
Huh.
1-2 pitch, outside corner, misses by just a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. I guess Corona's got to be somewhere in there, huh?
Yeah, Corona now behind the plate, so a new catcher.
So
which
who's your? You stick with Cole McConnell at DH then?
Yes.
All right.
I think the only thing that changes in the lineup is Sirota out, Corona in.
Yeah. That's interesting. I wonder why that was done.
2-2 pitch incoming. Centala deals away. Called strike 3. Low outside corner. Chase Atkinson frozen. 2 down.
Yeah, see you later. Go ahead and walk back to the dugout there after the strikeout. Pretty good pitch from Chase Centala. Guy is feeling it.
That gives way to Davis Diaz, who's walked and struck out in his 2 plate appearances, 0 for 1. Runner off a second. Grayson Tatro reached on the RBI double. First pitch to Diaz, called a little bit low, 1-0.
Close, just missed with that one. Centala dialing it up. Had a 2-3 record in 23 games.
Drake, I am very excited for what you're going to dial up for that what's in the box in the bottom of the 7th, the 1-0 pitch. Fastball called a strike 1-1.
I actually don't have one. It's you that has one, Zach Berman.
Well, if I should be so lucky to find a good what's in the box item, maybe I should go play the Massachusetts State Lottery. They're celebrating the games we love playing, from the baseball diamond to the many lottery games that help and support all 351 cities and towns across the Commonwealth. Here's to 50 years of winning and 50 more. Calling a strike 2.
1-2 count, what do you go with?
I try and go outside corner again. That's something that's really worked for Centala. See if you can try and either get Diaz to chase or freeze him. Runner off a second. Diaz represents the tying run. The 1-2 pitch. Centala gets Diaz to swing and miss. So 1 run does come in on back-to-back doubles for Brewster to end the shutout, but Chase Centala comes in and promptly retires the next 2 Whitecaps. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left on after 6.5. Time to stretch at McKeon, but not before we send things to Bria Lasek.
He performs Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
Thanks, Zach. Well, it's Bat Boy Appreciation Night here at McKeon Park, and 11 of them were honored pre-game. But General Manager Nick Johnson and President Dan Johnson are, showing their appreciation for the Bat Boys and taking the night for them behind the net. They even received a special training from Coach BJ Johnson before. Now, when Dan ran out for a ball, he kind of messed up his leg a little and shouted to the crowd. I'm definitely going to need some ice on that after the game. Hopefully they'll be okay, but we're really appreciative of all the Bat Boys that have served this season. Back to you guys.
And now as the chicken dance starts up, we're going to send it to a quick break. When we come back, the bottom of the 7th, 3-1 Hawks on Arbor Hawk Baseball Network.
When you need a better place to work, CapeSpace is the place to turn. In today's changing work environment, shared workspaces offer a flexible and affordable alternative to conventional office space. At CapeSpace, we offer a wide range of membership packages to suit your professional needs, complete with office amenities like high-speed Wi-Fi, coffee, printing stations, reception service, and private meeting rooms. Visit our website today to learn more.
UFOS Active Recovery. Because life keeps you on your toes. Because you want to shine when you rise. UFOM technology absorbs impact with every step, so your body doesn't have to. Because standing still gets you nowhere. Get yours today at ufos.com. Feel better. Feel the U.
Well, welcome into the booth, and what's in the
Drake,
box?
where are you?
That's Buddy the Elf. Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Zach
I am
Berman
the what's in the box?
is what's in the box today.
Oh, no.
Zach Berman is in the
Oh,
box.
no.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff around here. If you haven't seen what's in the box, brought to you by Honeydew Coffee. It's a
Maybe what's in the booth, not what's in the...
Yeah, no, it's what's in the box. If you haven't seen it, it's a segment where we, it's kind of a storage closet here at McKeon Ballpark, so we find the most random thing. And today it was Zach Berman.
This is great.
I found Zach Berman, and
Hold
he
on.
had Buddy the Elf
Hold
costume on.
There's also the yellow spandex pants.
No chance.
Look at these. Look at
Did
these.
you just take your pants off?
No.
On the broadcast?
Put
the pants back on, Zach.
I am wearing shorts.
Put the pants on.
No, I.
No, say no to me. Put the pants on.
You think I'm not wearing pants? Hey, as Buddy the Elf would say, you sit on a throne of lies.
Very nicely done. Good segue there, Zach Berman. So, thank you to. Sit back down. Sit back down.
Oh,
sit back down. Do it. Yeah, that's
1-1 count now to Tito Flores. Can I take this thing off? It is really hot out. It's swing and a miss.
You already took your pants off, so might as well take the rest of it, right?
I am wearing a Buddy the Elf costume, and it's still pretty warm out.
Mike, here's your camera back. Sorry, man. I don't know, man. It's the cords and everything. Yeah, you got that? All right, I'm better.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Tito Flores in a 3-1 game. And the pitch, Tito, high pop. That's going to stay in the infield. And who's got it? It's the second baseman, Keister, for out number 1.
Pretty easy play right there. And very great What's in the Box brought to you by Honeydew Donuts. Shout out to Honeydew.
I knew you had something good for that.
I did. It was you. It was you. You were what was in the box. So when you told me you were really excited for what was in the box, I was really excited for you to find out that it was you. Which you didn't know for the folks at home until the camera was on.
No, I did not know. That was actually wonderful. You know who else is wonderful is Riku Nishida. Honeydew coffee, also delicious.
Yeah, you've had some?
I've had some. First pitch, Nishida swings and misses on that one from Hunter Owen. Now in his second inning of work, 0-1.
Yeah, the whole you with the pants thing, though. Could have gone without that, Zach Berman.
Oh, my goodness.
Could have gone without that.
0-1, Riku shows bunt and bunts it off of the catcher, Atkinson, foul. Yeah, well, I didn't call myself being what's in the box, and I can also tell you that, you know who else will take your calls? That will be T-Mobile.
Oh, whoa. What?
That did not make a lick of sense.
No,
you know what does make sense is T-Mobile. Proud to
nice.
sponsor the Cape Cod Baseball League. They're committing to serving those who serve, and that's why they go above and beyond for active duty military and veterans. Visit your neighborhood.
You visit your what?
Neighborhood. Neighborhood T-Mobile store or T-Mobile.com to learn more.
Did you know that burgers were invented in America?
0-2 pitch, weekly line to DeMartini, makes the catch. 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th.
I just want to know about the neighborhood word, maybe think burger. And Zach, it was mentioned the other day. I had no idea. But cheeseburgers are actually American.
Yeah, they were invented in the state of Connecticut.
German word.
That brings up Mitch Jebb. Mitch Jebb, quietly, another 2 for 3 day for Jebb, with a run scored as well.
Yeah, that will play. Jebb came into this ball game in his last week batting .400 with 5 extra base hits.
First pitch, Jebb shows bunt, and that goes inside over the glove of Atkinson.
And a league second 8 RBI. Hey, there goes Dan Johnson.
Run, Dan, run.
Got a hustle. Got to get on the hop. See Mitch Jebb staring at his bat there. What do you think he's thinking? What do you think Mitch Jebb is thinking?
I think he's thinking bunt, and he bunts it. That's going to be a tough play. And Mitch Jebb, how about a 3 for 4 day?
Yeah, the best part of that whole thing is that sitting there waiting for something to happen is second baseman Keister, and then as soon as the bunt goes over the head of Owen, Keister says, "Yeah, I'm not really. I don't think I really feel like fielding this one." So he just let it drop.
You might have to say that Kevin sat on his keister waiting for the ball to come to him.
Hello, Zach Berman. I was waiting for a keister reference today, and I'm very glad that we got one. I did not know if keister was a common reference for behind in most people's households. I'm glad to know that it is. I'm glad to know that it is. Sure, whatever.
Sirota out of the game, Corona into the game. Sirota, part of that big substitution. He exits the game, reaching base twice, and with an RBI to his ledger, but that brings in George Corona for the first time in this game. Lefty righty. Jebb takes a big lead. Corona fouls it away.
I'm just waiting to see George Corona's power, man. Look at that dude's huge. That guy is a towering presence in the right-handed batter's box, and I cannot wait to see him take a baseball 500 feet to dead center at McKeon Ballpark.
George Corona, 4 for 23, no homers, 2 RBIs, but he is your textbook. Once he figures the wood bat out, he's going to be scary.
I think so. That's probably a keen assessment.
Runner off of first is Mitch Jebb. The Harborhawks a 3-1 lead, looking to add insurance. The 0-1, Corona. The bat explodes, and he didn't get much of the baseball either.
No, I think that the half of the bat head would have been a base hit there. I'm not sure if Owen was ready to make the catch as Nick Johnson comes out to grab the bat. No relation to Dan Johnson, by the way, but that was a quite the splintered piece of wood for George Corona, and he's a guy who's only played in 6 games on Cape Cod, so he's still, like you mentioned, adjusting to that wood bat. It could take him a few more games even still. 6 games is not a lot.
Corona wearing the number 25 that Jacob Campbell wore to start the season. Campbell, a stellar start to the summer before he left for home.
What'd you call him? Noodle soup?
Soup, just soup.
Oh, not noodle. Huh.
The 0-2 to Corona. Lefty-righty, Owen checks off a first and deals the 0-2, and Corona stays alive, fouls it straight back. Well, tomorrow is the All-Star game in Wareham. We are off Sunday.
That's tomorrow?
And then you look at next week. Monday, 6 p.m. home against Falmouth. So we will see the Commodores. And then Tuesday, the Harborhawks schedule goes Falmouth-Brewster, Falmouth-Brewster. Tuesday, we are in Brewster, a 4 p.m. start. The earliest start we'll have all year. The 0-2, there goes Jebb. The pitch taken outside, the throw to second base. Not in time. Mitch Jebb swipes another one.
Yeah, Jebb this season has a total of 18 stolen bases now, second on Cape Cod, only to his teammate Riku Nishida. And there are those upcoming games you see there. Falmouth, Brewster again, and then Katuitt.
4:30 starting Katuitt.
Oh, why? Why do
Harborhawks have 3 games left at ballparks without lights. There's also a 4:30 start at YD.
Yeah.
Down the line.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. I like their ballpark.
1-2 pitch. Corona stays alive, fouls it away.
What is that one? What's the? You got Red Wilson?
Yeah, Red Wilson.
Yeah,
After this game, the Harborhawks, 4 home games left, 4 road games left. At Brewster, at Katuitt, at YD, and then they finish off the regular season at Bourne.
My math is correct. That's 8 games.
8 games.
Okay.
Home games remaining against Falmouth, Katuitt, Orleans, and Harwich. And then now we know at least there will be 2 more. Hopefully a lot more than 2 more. 1-2 pitch, Corona.
Games
Stays alive again.
or home games?
Games.
Yeah. Yeah, the Harborhawks going to the playoffs. That's pretty cool to say. Couldn't say it in 2019. Couldn't say it in 2020. Couldn't say it in 2021. But this season, after an 8-win campaign last year, 8-28, the Harborhawks are going to the playoffs. And right now, they're in the driver's seat of the West Division.
Well, holding on tonight would be a huge part of that. The 1-2 to Corona escapes the hand a little bit early of the pitcher Owen. Now the count will run even. Nice job by Corona to battle back in the at-bat. I think Corona's going to get something he likes here in this 2-2. would not surprise me in the slightest. The last 2 pitches have missed pretty badly. As Mitch Jebb is off of second base, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom 7th. Harbor Hawks a 3-1 lead over Brewster, last year's champions.
You think a Corona bomb right here?
Oh, I would love one.
All right.
Owen checks off second, the 2-2. Corona smacks it center field. Lasco back, still back, makes the catch. Made good contact, but couldn't lift it in the air high enough, and a 2-out single for Mitch Jebb doesn't come to pass. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. After 7, the Harbor Hawks a 3-1 lead over the Brewster Whitecaps on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network.
Best ever? Good question. Wait, why do you sound like Dr. J in your head? I've always sounded like Dr. J in my head, which means Dr. J's outside voice sounds like my inside voice? Which Coke? The doc would know. He got the world to call him doctor without going to med school. There's only one best ever.
If you live here, fun is your thing. If you live here, tough is your thing. Smart is your thing. Caring is your thing. If you live in Massachusetts, community is your thing. Since 1972, the Massachusetts State Lottery has provided over $25 billion to help cities and towns with the things they need most. If you live here, giving is your thing.
When Alaska Airlines needed a partner for the complex operations of travel, they made the switch to T-Mobile. Our 5G has Alaska Airlines and their customers covered, from major hubs to remote destinations, with 5G coverage ready now for the demands of today and the future. T-Mobile's network powers Alaska Airlines as they deliver next-level care for all customers. 5G ready now. That's how unconventional thinking is better for business.
Top of the 8th inning here from Judy Walden, Scarfile Field, and Hyannis. The Harbor Hawks maintaining a 3-1 lead over the Whitecaps. Zach Berman, Drake Toll, and a shout out, of course, to our wonderful producers, Abby Gibson.
Leading off for the Whitecaps.
No, Zach.
Ella Gibson.
No, Zach.
I knew I was going to screw that one up.
No.
Ella Gibson, Abby Stokes, Mike Maynard. I knew I was going to screw that one up sooner or later. When you say 3 names in succession all at once, eventually you're going to trip.
Well, you think you didn't trip, really. You're still sitting down.
Yeah. First pitch to Carson DiMartini, who's 1 for 3, taking outside ball 1.
You can trip every now and then. I realize that every one of these home games, also blue on blue tonight with sharks hunting. Those aren't sharks, those are tuna. Tuna on your pants.
Blue on blue?
Blue on blue.
After last night, I went absurdly preppy as the pitch. Might have been the most inside strike we've seen called all season.
That's whew. I've seen a lot of pitches
I saw that.
this season,
It almost
Zach
looked
Berman.
like it caught the jersey of DiMartini, who won 1.
How many pitches do you think we've seen this season, huh?
A lot, but that's a definite strike.
Yeah. A lot is probably, that's true. No, I'll reason with you there. Blue on blue with the tuna.
Yeah, it's a look.
Notice that you sit on your right leg.
On occasion.
Every game.
1-2 pitch, taken up high, 2-2. How many games in are we now? 35?
I feel like we said it 17 times tonight.
35 games in. Wow.
Yeah. Tonight will be 36.
Game
so we have 8 left.
Season moves pretty fast. The 2-2 pitch called strike 3. DiMartini down looking. 1 down in the 8th.
Does it move fast? Does the season move fast?
You know what Ferris Bueller says? If you don't stop, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you might miss it. That was my senior quote in high school.
Wow.
What was yours?
Well, we had senior quotes for the first time in a long time. It was the first time our school ever let us have senior quotes. One girl lobbied for them so hard. She really wanted senior quotes. That one's off the nub of the bat. They're going to say it hit him?
Keister's going to take first. Keister responded as if he was hit.
So she really wanted senior quotes. The yearbook facilitator said, fine, you can have for the first time ever senior quotes, but we have to filter them. She said, okay. Well, the girl that got the box checked one day got in some trouble with the law and no longer went to school with us.
Oh.
So I submitted a senior quote, never made it into the yearbook.
What was it? That seems like something you would remember.
I think it was an office. It was like a timestamp, like, you know.
First pitch now to Ryan Lasko, fouled away. Lasko 0 for 3 at the plate and probably made the single biggest mistake of the game as he allowed what should have been an RBI single to get behind him and then had trouble with the ball.
Zach Berman,
yes.
I had a timestamp of The Office, like, you know, season 4, episode 22, and the time was 4 minutes, 36 seconds in, and it is, I know exactly what to do, but in a much more real sense, I had no idea what to do. So it was the timestamp.
Relatable for Michael Scott.
Right, and you go and you see it's an Office quote from Michael Scott.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
It's a good question. Thank you, Zach.
Chase Santala deals away, misses inside.
Yeah, no, that was a good pitch right there. That was a really good pitch from Chase Santala.
Nobody warming in the pen, so maybe they're giving Chase Santala the rest of the runway tonight.
They could do that. They could.
Santala has given you length before. He did it on Tuesday night against Katuitt. Went 3 innings in that one. That's called a strike. That was the same pitch.
No, yeah, exact same pitch. And that, oh my goodness. Now the batter's really getting into it, Mickey Garcia. These two guys, they're pretty stern conversation because Lasko's got a great point. That was the exact same pitch.
Lasko and I had the same thought there.
Right, that pitch is either a strike or a ball. That pitch hit the same exact spot. So Lasko does have a point in that case, but I think both of them should have been strikes.
The inside zone has been called a strike, I'd say 90% of the time tonight.
Yeah.
2-2 to Lasko. Santala misses outside.
Yeah.
This has been some at bat here.
Oh. I don't know. I do not know, Zach Berman.
Okay. Payoff pitch indeed. Incoming. Ryan Lasko at the plate, the 3-2. Foul tipped. Lasko staying alive. He does represent the tying run with one swing of the bat. He can undo his big mistake in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah. He did have an error that allowed a Little League home run. We have seen our 2nd Little League home run of the year tonight.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Lasko finally down on strikes.
Ryan,
from North Carolina,
that is the 3rd time you've done that. You're specifically not supposed to do that. Santala, nicely done.
Now the batter, Cam Fisher, and he is 1 strikeout away from the Golden Sombrero. Strikeout in the 2nd, strikeout in the 4th, strikeout in the 6th. He does represent the tying run. Runner off at first, the first pitch, call ball 1 a little bit low.
That's a really good pitch from Santala.
So somebody is warming for the Hawks, stretching around, not throwing a ball yet. I don't know why. My gut is going to tell me it's Tommy O'Rourke.
Maybe so.
1-0. High pop. That's going to stay in the infield. Jeb calls everybody off. He makes the catch, and Chase Santala. Another sparkling inning from the UCF relief pitcher. No runs, no hits, 1 left on after 7.5. Harbor Hawks maintaining a 3-1 lead over Brewster on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network.
Above and beyond for our active duty military, veterans, and first responders. Visit your neighborhood T-Mobile store.
Diet Coke? Were you my mom?
You should be so lucky, because you know what moms do? Well, I suppose we should start with the whole giving you life thing. It seems like that should be enough. No? Okay. What about her ability to send shockwaves through the neighborhood without saying a word? Or whip up a ridiculous handmade costume that you forgot to tell her about? Not to make you happy, but because she had a reputation to uphold. She invented rideshare, called it carpool, and did it for free. She didn't need those dating apps either. You copied her jeans, her spin, her shoes, her scrunchie, and whether you realize it or not, her music.
Why not?
Oh, and she can win any argument in 4 words.
Because I said so.
Everything you're trying to do, she's already done it, did it better, and she did it with a Diet Coke in her hand. So, drink what your mama gave you.
Welcome back. Zach Berman, Drake Toll here, bottom of the 8th. The Harbor Hawks already have locked up a playoff spot today, but looking to extend their lead over the Kettleers in the division as Jackson Neza comes in for the Brewster Whitecaps, down 3-1 out of Florida State, teammate of last night's starter Jackson Baumeister.
And before we get to Neza, let's take a look at the scores from across the league right now. You have Katuitt 7, Chatham 3, and a score that's gone final. 11-1, YD knocks off Wareham tonight. Falmouth Commodores 6-2 over the Bourne Braves, and then Harwich 6-3 over Orleans right now. So Harwich finally back in the win column. Orleans struggling to win a ball game. Big score there for Falmouth to go on top of Bourne, stretch their lead over Wareham and Bourne.
Bourne's starting to cool off a little bit.
Yeah, they are. That's a good thing for the Harbor Hawks.
Now it is 7-2 Falmouth in the 8th. Okay. Commodores making some noise in the West Division. Cole McConnell will lead off 3-4-5 for the Harbor Hawks here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
So I have now been scheduled, Zach Berman, recently found out, to feed players in Wareham from 11:30 to 3:30. Are you volunteering tomorrow for the All-Star game? Are you actually? That's awesome.
Just wondering what slot I've been given is.
No one sent you any information about volunteering?
Niza sends it high. I had to check my email after the game.
Oh, did they email you?
I believe so.
Was it Kathy?
Could be.
Okay.
Pitch taken for a called strikeout, 1-1.
He's at Florida State this past spring. Total of 10, no, 8.22 ERA and 15 1/3.
I can confirm I've been locked in 1-5 for concessions as the pitch called a strike. Now 2-1 the count on Cole McConnell.
Very nice.
And I will be working alongside
Nick Johnson.
Nick Johnson.
Oh, I said that.
Yeah.
Brewster for Brewster, and he's 1-2. He's got a 5.93 ERA, 13 2/3 innings pitched, 13 hits. So the whip's not great. He has walked a total of 8 guys as well.
He's out of St. Cloud, Florida. 3-1 to Cole McConnell, who's swinging to missing there. McConnell 1 for 3 today, a single in the first, a strikeout in the third, and a walk in the 5th. Harbor Hawks continuing to maintain a 3-1 lead.
Yeah. Who was your idea to close out the game? Santala in the 9th, you think?
I believe so. Swing and a miss. McConnell down on strikes. I was going to say O'Rourke, but it just seems like we're getting some stretching. Maybe
Florida Atlantic, number 12.
Maybe just like an escape valve, if anything.
Yeah.
As Nolan Shotwell comes up to the plate. Shotwell now in center field.
Well, Zach, there are a few times that are too early to start discussing the NAC player of the game as Shotwell comes the dish. And tonight, I think so far in this one, you got Mitch Jebb is 3 for 4, scored a run today, but no RBIs, hasn't hit a home run. So I think
it's Jake
kind
Berry.
of a no-brainer. Got to go Jake Berry on this one, although Jebb has had a great game.
The 0-1 pitch to Nolan Shotwell, swings and misses. Shotwell 1 for 3 today, single in the first.
Yeah.
Strikeout in the 4th and a ground out in the 6th.
Jake Berry it is to this point, barring some wild happenings here late in the ball game.
0-2, taken up high, 1-2. Well, this has probably been the least testator game I have called to this point.
Yeah. Nope, knock on wood. Don't say that yet.
Okay. 1-2. That's spiked. Now the count 2-2.
Yeah, that one hurt. Atkinson bounced off the ground and right into the forearm. Those do not feel very good.
No, they do not. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 8th inning. 2-2 pitch to Shotwell. High fly ball. Left field. Drifting in Fisher. Makes the catch. 2 down.
Zach, I have been told that you saw the movie Nope today. You went and saw the Jordan Peele movie Nope?
I did.
Today.
I saw it this morning.
What are you doing after the game today?
I'm going to see it again because I liked it so much.
It's a 10 o'clock showing at 9:30. Well, I may make them 9:30 at this rate.
Really, really good movie.
You liked it a lot.
I would recommend it. I think it's going to be divisive.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be like Get Out or Us, where everyone just adores it.
Right.
I think some people are going to love it, some people are not going to like it. Well, I thought it was very good. First pitch called a strike to Poncho.
Some people that went to the Minions movie really loved it, and some didn't.
I did not like Minions.
I think the majority of us really liked Minions, and you were not in that camp, were you?
No. But Nope, I thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, one pitch.
Get a good cash.
Nice job by Poncho to hold up. Keke Palmer is the knack actress of that movie, should I say. Best performance. Really, really good.
That's good. She was in that one show.
She was in, oh my gosh. One of the Nickelodeon shows.
Childhood, man.
Pitch swung on and missed. Was Nickelodeon or Disney?
Nickelodeon, that is correct. Yeah, yep.
Oh my goodness, it's going to bother me. This is going to really bother me.
Well, Google exists, by the way.
I know. I'm trying to. True Jackson VP. That's the one.
Thank you, Mike Maynard. Mike said, yeah.
One ball, two strikes. Niza deals to Poncho the 1-2, taking up high 2-2. Poncho's had a good day. A walk, a ground out, a single. Two balls, two strikes, two outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and a 3-1 lead for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Niza the 2-2. Poncho swings and misses, and the catcher Atkinson doesn't know where it is, and Poncho is going to reach on a drop third strike.
Yep. So
first time all year the Harbor Hawks have reached on a drop third strike.
Does that change your knack player of the game?
Poncho has reached 3 times tonight, and that brings up Dom Patelli.
So if Dom Patelli hits a home run, does that change your knack player of the game?
I mean, Jake Berry was so good, and I like to diversify it a little bit. You know, we've given Poncho's been player of the game.
Has he?
Patelli's been.
I don't think that's the case.
Has he not?
I don't think Poncho's ever been player of the game.
Patelli's definitely been player of the game.
Yeah, for sure.
And Dom cracks it right center field. You may have called it back into the gap, and that ball is up against the wall on a bounce. Poncho chugging to third. They're going to wave him around. Poncho is going home. The throw is in time. He tries to dodge the tag of Atkinson, but Patelli almost hit that one out of the yard. Drake, you were close to calling that.
So close, Dom Patelli, but Poncho Ruiz just
Poncho's all smiles.
With Pablo right now. He needed to drop the entire trailer and only drop half of it.
So Poncho out at the plate. That's the final out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. Let's go to the 9th. Harbor Hawks looking to slam the door in the Whitecaps ahead. 3-1 on Harbor Hawk Baseball Network.
When Alaska Airlines needed a partner for the complex operations of travel, they made the switch to T-Mobile. Our 5G has Alaska Airlines and their customers covered, from major hubs to remote destinations, with 5G coverage ready now for the demands of today and the future. T-Mobile's network powers Alaska Airlines as they deliver next-level care for all customers. 5G ready now. That's how unconventional thinking is better for business.
This BBB seal is a badge of honor. It's a sign that this is a business you can trust.
Hi. Oh, this is amazing.
Each year, millions of people see the BBB seal on a door or a window or a website and breathe a little easier. See the seal and know you've made the right choice. Find a business you can trust. Ask BBB.
If you live here, fun is your thing. If you live here, tough is your thing. Smart is your thing. Caring is your thing. If you live in Massachusetts, community is your thing. Since 1972, the Massachusetts State Lottery has provided over $25 billion to help cities and towns with the things they need most. If you live here, giving is your thing.
Chase Santalo looking to close the door in the 9th inning. The Harbor Hawks a 3-1 lead over Brewster. Zach Berman, Drake Toll with you tonight, and we begin 5, 6, and 7. Mendham, Bravo, Tatro.
You ducked into it. Let's see what Sintala can do here to close the door, and that's a way to start it with the old fastball for a strike.
Chase Sintala coming into this one had not allowed a run, and through 1 2/3, he's still been pretty solid. The 0-1 caught on and missed from Sintala. Now the count 0-2.
Look, if I'm Sintala, I don't toy around here. You're 26 pitches in, and they've all been pretty crisp. I'm coming at you. None of this high heat, high and outside, buzz one by you. No, sir. Let's just get here. Let's get it done here.
The 0-2 pitch, Sintala deals away, swing and a miss. 1 down in the 9th.
I was wrong. Sintala does go high heat, out of the zone, right there at the numbers on Mendham, and Mendham says, I'd rather swing and miss.
And before Logan Bravo comes up to the plate, a quick message from Massachusetts Health Connector. Lose your job, just have a baby, just turned 26 and are off your parents' health insurance.
Yes,
The Massachusetts Health Connector has you covered. When life changes mean health changes, the Health Connector makes sure you have the coverage. Swing and a miss. The Health Connector won't let you go without coverage. Reach out to learn more. Call us today at 1-877-MA-ENROLL. That is 1-877-MA-ENROLL.com, or go to www.mahealthconnector.org/get help, get covered today. The 0-1, that is a rocket to left center field. Way back is Flores, and it drops in front of Shonowell. I thought that ball was out, and instead it winds up a double for Logan Bravo. It's his second double of the game.
You know what's interesting? Not a single Brewster player clapped or yelled or got excited. Neither did the Brewster fans down there. It seems like everybody was so casual about that hit. Roles reversed, the Harbor Hawk dugout would be going nuts. Wes Burton would have a bucket on his head. Austin Strickland would have put his hat inside of his shirt. There would be some wild antics going on. It just goes to show how different this Harbor Hawk team is when it comes to team chemistry.
So Tatro already has a double to his name as well. He has an RBI double in the 7th. The Harbor Hawks do have an arm warming, I would assume, just in case. The first pitch, a ball outside.
Yeah, there are a lot of fans one fan specifically who is very confused.
1-0 to Tatro. Grayson Tatro, 237 on the season coming into tonight. Runner off of second, Bravo. Sintala deals outside, 2-0.
I love it. That's a lot of Harbor Hawk players and fans that are getting involved in the game, we'll put it that way.
2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. The Harbor Hawks looking to get these final 2 outs taken care of. The 2-0 pitch, Tatro swings and misses.
Very nice. Sintala goes out of the zone with a breaking ball low, almost in the dirt there to George Corona. And risky pitch on a 2-0. You're basically asking Tatro to swing at it. Otherwise, it's a 3-0 count. And Tatro says, Merry Christmas, Chase Sintala. I'll swing right over this one and not touch it.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Tying runner at the plate. Righty-lefty. Sintala checks off second, now deals the pitch inside, almost hits Tatro. 3-1.
Yeah. Huh. So now, I mean, Sintala has yet to miss. He's missed by maybe an inch on the outside twice, on the inside now once. And I think arguably all 4 pitches could have been called strikes.
3-1 pitch, Sintala deals away, and it's hit up the middle, and it takes a weird hop into right center field, a base hit. That is going to score a run. Bravo scores. Tatro winds up at first, an RBI single. The tying run is at first base with 1 out.
Kevin Ohm is going to come out to the mound and talk to Chase Sintala, who, again, to this point has been lights out for the Harbor Hawks through his first 2 innings completed. So, as you've already mentioned, Zach, there was some action over in the Harbor Hawk bullpen. That has died down. There's not currently an arm up and throwing to George Apple Banana, so I don't know that we're going to see Chase Sintala get any relief. I mean, at the same time, granted a home run here, which we've already seen against Brewster late in the game. That was Harwich.
That was Brewster.
No, it was Harwich. A home run here.
Brewster had... This is a Tito Flores situation. The exact same score, I believe. No. Tito was
the Harbor Hawks hit a home run.
Yes.
The Brewster Whitecaps did not.
Yes.
I'm saying, if we were to see a home run here, I mean, it's a one-run lead for Brewster. On the flip side, a hard-hit ground ball to Dominic Patelli, the game's over.
Correct. So, Atkinson out, Curtis Byrne in. Curtis Byrne out of TCU. Average of 208. They swap one catcher for the next. Tying run at first, go-ahead run, Byrne at the plate.
Like
so clearly,
caveman's buddy named Curtis touched the hot stove.
Jamie Shevchik playing matchups here. In the top of the ninth, and Brewster going down 3-0 is clawed back to make it 3-2. First pitch outside, called strike. 0-1 to Atkinson.
Good fastball there for Santala. Byrne coming off the bench. Santala, glad that he went in the zone. Pumped that fastball in the zone with the first pitch to show a guy who's coming up cold.
No balls and a strike. 3-2 our score. The 0-1 pitch. And it misses outside.
There are some very antsy Harbor Hawk fans. Oh.
One ball, one strike.
A lot of face palms around the ballpark right now. Mickey Garcia has been lights out all year long.
Santala, righty deals. Foul tipped into the glove of Corona. 1-2.
Again, ahead in the count, 1-2 for Santala. I'm not in the camp of wasting a pitch eye level, showing the high heat. Come after him. Pinch hitter coming off the bench, 1-2. Come after him with a breaking ball in the zone. Toss him a little slider right here. A little slide piece coming in on the righty.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the pinch hitter Curtis Byrne. Atkinson deals, hit on the ground to Riku. He'll go to Patelli for 1. On to first, double play. Hawks win 3-2, and they're off to the playoffs. But they lock up the 2 points as well.
Hyannis, Harbor Hawks in the playoffs for the first time since 2018. Zach, I was a junior in high school, and these guys are going to the playoffs. You can see how excited they are on the field right here. And the NAC player of the game, it is not even close. Jake Berry, what a performance from him on the bump. Berry, his final stat line for Hyannis, 5 innings of 1 hit work, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, and he was the catalyst to the 3-2 win. The Harbor Hawks escaped by the skin of their teeth. Another game with a 1-run win for the guys in blue.
Score of the final play, 4-6-3. Your final stat lines for the losing Whitecaps: 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Hawks. 3 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. The Harbor Hawks, another win on the ledger. They stay a game and a half ahead of Katuitt.
Have a safe trip home, and we look forward to seeing you back at Judy Walden.
That's weird. And Dan Johnson's down there yelling something. You hear what Dan Johnson's yelling at everybody?
I think he's yelling, "It's a great day to be a Hawk."
Yeah, the Hawks are hot.
The Hawks are hot. I'll get you records in a second. The Hawks improve to 20-10-6. That's good for 46 points, ladies and gentlemen. Stay a point ahead of YD for the league lead, and we'll go into the All-Star break having won 4 straight. For my wonderful producers, Abby Stokes, Ella Gibson, Mike Maynard, for Bria Losick, for our director of broadcast, Harrison Myers, and for my broadcast partner, Drake Toll, I'm Zach Berman signing off. Once again, Hawks win 3-2, and they are playoff bound for the first time since 2018. Enjoy your weekend, folks. We will be right back here Monday night, 6 p.m. first pitch against the Falmouth Commodores.